And I had exploration. Exploration plus naval gives plus 20% naval engagement.
It's not as
Yeah.
impactful as you think.
But my naval engagement with was 50, while theirs was 35.
How did you get to 50?
I have
where comes
six maneuver general.
Naval is 10, 20 from the policy. Where comes the last 10%? You
I
didn't
don't
have
know.
the
I don't
flagship there.
remember.
Yeah, but
I
actually, I do
didn't
regret.
actually even have a flagship. Yeah.
It doesn't matter because it's like you got what is it 16 heavies engaged. Oh, 10% from coastal, so it's 17.
Oh yeah.
And they had 4 maneuver coastal. Naval is 6. It's blah blah blah. I can't do math anymore today. But check.
Math is
Yeah,
for
but
the
not only the naval engagement, but you guys got really unlucky with the RNG because I got the event where I get plus 20% naval morale for
Okay.
15 years, and I got my Gantier Queen got navigator for plus 10 durability. Like
The
it's
durability is
10 isn't that 10 is something. It's not huge, but
it's
it's okay.
the yeah, I said it earlier. Like no naval morale, like no naval modifier is supreme.
But Andrex,
It's just
Right.
like getting above a certain threshold from a modifier makes it completely
The
broken.
problem with expansion is first is that you get no good policies for it, and early colonies are way too slow for it.
Yeah.
That's what I was reading at the Indonesians for. Yeah.
Okay, guys. By the way, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
'cause got stuff to
I
do.
will do the
Thanks for
post-session.
streaming. I'll be watching that.
Oh. Yeah, I'll.
I will do the post-session if someone wants
Okay,
to take
so
along.
I'll host Shavir if you want, so we can like stay in
Yeah.
here and it will move you automatically.
Nice.
but
But,
Andrex, can
yeah.
I ask you
GG,
something?
guys, and
Yeah.
GG. Nice stream, Byzantic.
yeah, thanks. See ya, guys, next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Andrex, you know,
Mm.
Casval says that we could have won the war, but I'm not so sure. What do you think? Could we have won the war?
Like, if winning the war means winning the navy, which it certainly does, then no.
Okay.
But
I'm-
if you
I
guys
think
had
it's
quality,
firm
if you
belief
guys
that-
had quality ideas, if you could have repelled my land invasions, you would have won the war. Well, not really, because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have pieced you out ever.
And Rex, the problem is like their engagement was absolutely horrible.
Mm.
So if they properly do it, like you will lose. Not because like you will kill like 60 heavies from them, of course. But
place where I'm
you will
supposed to
lose.
say the
And
N-word.
then
But,
there's
well, dude, that was half of my heavies in that war.
I know, like, but you will
Yeah,
lose
so-
the naval battle. And the problem
Yeah,
is like,
true, true, true.
where will the ships retreat? Because
Okay, so here we go. I didn't follow much what happened in Asia today. Shit, I should not start. I was a bit focused in Europe because there were a lot of big wars once more. But we will see what is happening. So basically, Portugal is dying at the moment. He is being killed by his former ally Aragon, who formed Spain. There is a problem with my mic now. I think there is. So Portugal is in a very bad state at the moment. No more income. Is getting occupied completely. I think that he also lost some wars. He lost his colonies pretty much everywhere to many people. So Portugal is no longer going to be with us after that. Spain was formed today. Spain took a bankruptcy during the war, so he's not like at peak power. He will need a little bit of time to recover, but still the income is completely okay. 82 ducats. He's not the richest, but he can field an army. He just finished quantity probably because he hasn't picked the policy yet. In terms of tech, 12, 12, 13, so that's good. The mill tech is there. He can field some good advisors. Force limit of 113, so that's really nice. He is allied with France to the north and Carthage to the south. So once he takes out Portugal and is completely Iberia, no one will really come and bother him. But he won't have that much expansion path anymore. I don't see him fight France because that would be complicated. And he was collaborating pretty tightly with Carthage, so I don't see him fighting in Africa either. So I don't really know where he will go. The nation, well, devastation is nearly gone. There was a bankruptcy, so obviously there is no prosperity anymore. But the nation is still he can do stuff with it. Should reload? Yeah, probably. You're right. Definitely. Up, we'll take to France then. France is not the biggest nation in the world anymore. Is third behind Congo and Russia. Congo being the real underdog. I mean, it's not often that we see a strong African nation so early in the game, so that's really nice. To be fair, Africa has been buffed quite a lot in the mod with so starting with the institution and level and tech 3 in all kind, and with some estates as well. But still, it's nice to change a little bit the balance in the game. France fought a big war against the HRE and took out of it 2 provinces, one of which is a mountain fort, so that will have an impact, but a total of 22 dev, which is not that much. He still has a quite strong force limit to 202 and a very good income, even though he didn't expand that much this session. He was at 106 at the start, he is now at 137, but considering the war that he had to fight, it's totally understandable. He can take all the techs at once. He was probably waiting for the tick of the year, and he devved the institution, which is quite strange to see in Europe. But he devved the institution in Vante. So why not? I mean, it was going to take a little while, and we had a plan in the HRE to slow it down. So I think it's a good call from him. He is still allied with Sweden, Spain, the Papal State that is an OPM, and Carthage. He cannot fight with Great Britain anymore since they are both in the top 5. So that will change the balance in Europe. We'll see how it works. Then we will go to GBR. Okay, Great Britain's income skyrocketed this session. It doubled basically. It was at 110 and it's now at 220. So really strong income here with plus 100 each month. So I think its construction must have advanced a lot. His force limit is quite small compared to the other powers of Europe, because his ideas are quality, exploration and naval. So he will play the worldwide game and not the mainland game like the others. We can look at his constructions. So not much barracks, production a little bit, quite a lot of manufacturers. So he invested in manufacturers, some barracks as well. I am a bit disappointed with the kind of income he has. I would have thought that he would have more buildings that he has, and well, these forts are basically useless now that nobody is there anymore, because if anyone is able to cross to Kent, then it's over. Like his mainland quality is not strong enough, so these forts are just like well, there to look like something. He expanded in Indonesia. He basically killed Brunei, allowing Malaya to form, or maybe Malaya formed a little bit before. I don't really recall. And he secured the Cape as well. So he will have his words to say pretty much all around the world, with the Commonwealth going from Indonesia to all the Americas now. Friesland so was AI control at the start of the session, but he joined quite soon after. The income is 46. It didn't change much today, and the force limit is 48. The stacks are a little bit they are solo player stacks and not multiplayer stacks, so you should fix that if you want to be efficient in war. He has quite a lot of professionalism, 35. A good fleet here that is strangely patrolling in Lübeck. Why? I mean, you are collecting here, and with the value of the node, you really want to patrol like in the node you are collecting from. So maybe he has a kind of deal with Great Britain, but I don't think so. So I'm really like not convinced there. In terms of tech, that's good. In terms of ideas, he's a little bit late to finish quality, but that will come, and it will give him 10% domestic trade power, which is going to help him a bit. He doesn't have that many center of trades, only one estuary, but that will still buff his income quite a lot. He has a lot of spy networks on both France and England, so basically he knows who is a threat to him. Then we can go to see Hanover. Hanover basically finished constructing his buildings. Hanover is completely built up. Not that many provinces, but very strong nation at the moment. So he has an income of 105, which is quite massive for an inland country of such a small size, and 124 troops, which he can pay for without any issue. And in terms of buildings, there is no spot to build anything anymore. The workshops are done, the barracks are basically done, the manufactories are done, the regimental camps are done, so you just need to dev and finish building up the nation, and the average Jave is already quite strong, so a really strong nation to take into account. Who joined? Katal. See.
Yeah.
Hello.
We had like a heated explanation round, to say it this way.
Yeah.
Where I explained the Southeast Asian guys why they lost the naval battle.
Yeah. So Hanover, definitely a strong nation. Now that so Lübeck finished taking Jutland, so he will now control a little bit more the trade into the Baltic Sea. He has 70% of the Lübeck node, and Friesland is actually stealing some money instead of collecting here. So I really don't understand. They should work together. I think they are allied. So yeah, we will need to fix that. The income of Lübeck skyrocketed as well. 71. His force limit is 49. In text, that's good. In ideas, that's definitely okay. But he doesn't have estates. I think he's still a plutocracy, and I'm not a big fan of that. Like, there are not that many people with whom to make a trade deal here. So I don't think that plutocracy is really the way to go. Sweden lost a war and bankrupted during the session. He didn't lose that much land. He lost two provinces here in Lübeck and Gotland to Livonian order. But still, it took a little bit of time for him to recover, and the quality is not as strong as it used to be. Morale is pretty low since the prestige is down now. So less of a threat that it was before, but still able to pack quite a punch with 130 man. The economy is really the problem in Scandinavia. It's hard to dev because of the climate. You are here with only Arctic. Well, all the south is temperate, so actually there is no maluses to dev here, but the north is really a pain to dev. I think that Arctic is like plus 50%, so really hard. And in terms of land, it's mainly forest and highlands and mountains, so not that much land that is nice to dev. So the income is a bit low. Prussia formed this session. Brandenburg is no more. Welcome to Prussia. It is not the biggest country. The income is low. The income is really a problem now. The force limit as well. In terms of tech, 2 techs behind in both admin and deplo, and quantity still not finished. So the nation is still not really ready to work. A lot of crown land quite early in the game. I would sell the titles to build up the nation. I think there are not that many buildings. Yes, only 2 workshops, quite a lot of churches, some barracks. Okay. The first manufacturers are arriving, which is good, and only 1 regimental comes. So in terms of buildings, it's still not really there. The nation has a lot of potential. Obviously, the Prussian ideas are really strong, but it's not like the powerhouse it will be later. Poland formed today. It used to be Bohemia, it is now Poland. It will sell back some land to both Prussia and Livonian order. A lot of money banked up, good manpower. The force limit is quite okay. The income is really good. 25 of it coming from gold, so that's really good. Good advisors all across the board. The air though will be a problem. I would advise to yeet this guy. Not much diplomatic, no military, so that's going down the toilet. Plus a weak claim, and he is not a Habsburg, so you don't want him on your throne. Habsburg for the win. We will rule the world soon enough. In terms of diplomatic situation, pretty much all the HRE is working together. As you can see, there is a big alliance network with everybody. So, like all the empire is working together. And now that Genoa is snaking across Asia, actually the HRE is touching Manchu. So there is a very nice thing to do here. It's quite fun. Did we talk about Swabia yet? Not yet. Swabia is still a pocket nation, quite small, but the income is quite good, 72, and the force limit is 83, so you can definitely fight with this nation. The tech is good across the board, the ideas as well. You could take quite a lot more money here and actually make some manufactories. The manufactories are done, so that's really nice. The workshops as well, barracks also. So just the regimental camps are missing, which will be able to be built very soon with such an income. So the nations in Germany are solid, but they will soon need land to expand, otherwise they will be blocked. We can look at Austria, my nation. It's not the best nation at all in the HRE at the moment. My income is low, like only 54, and my force limit finally catched up a little bit. I lost some land to France and all my prosperity to the war. I was like ravaged a little bit, nearly bankrupted as well. So wasn't the best of times to be Austrian, but we are good in tech and in ideas, so we will be able to rebuild. We have the workshops everywhere. We have some barracks as well. We are starting to build the manufactories. Not that many yet, and the regimental camps either. So it's not the strongest nation at all. But we are integrating Hungary, and once we have it, that's good land to dev. So we will be able to expand at least a little bit. Thanks, Swabia. I look forward to keep cooperating with you. Milan. Milan, like Swabia and Hanover and Friesland, doesn't have a lot of land, but it's built up. Well, the income is quite small yet, but at least there are no subsidies anymore. That's pure home income. The taxation is extremely small, so I think he started exploiting a bit early. The production is not as strong as it will be later on in the game. I would have kept the taxation a little bit longer. I think that he exploited everywhere. Yes, so there is no like here it's one everywhere except in Milan. So he completely exploited the admin. I'm not a big fan of it because now he will take a little bit of time to arrive to 30, which slows the buildings. And also the money you get from exploiting is exponential with the actual dev of the province. So the more admin dev there is, the more money you get from it. So you want to dev a little bit admin in the early mid game. Once you finish echo, basically you don't really need the admin anymore. So you dev a little bit and you use it to build the buildings. So it's I think more efficient to do it like that. The workshops are done. There are some churches, barracks are done as well. He's starting to go to the manufactories, but the regimental camps are not there at all. Okay, we can look at Genoa. So Genoa is now quite the snake. He has holdings like only 3 provinces in Italia proper, but he's starting to have quite a lot of provinces actually. He snaked all the way through Ural, which is quite fun. The income is fairly small, and the force limit as well, but he's having fun, so I respect that, and it's always nice to see a little bit. Yeah, I know, Bob. It's based on the tax income, but also on the amount of tax you have. So it will depend on what modifiers you have, but also on the number of tax you have. Nicel, I can do the Inca. Yeah, I will do it really quick. Okay. So Genoa is starting to go there. He should accept Astrakani. That's like 1/3 of his nation, and he's still a plutocracy, so no estates, which is hurting him a lot. And now that he's basically relocated into Caucasus, no, yeah. What's the name of this land? I don't remember. Now that he's there, there is no point really in being a plutocracy because he won't have that much trade deals with everybody. So I'm not really sure plutocracy is the way to go. So we can go look at the Incas real quick. Inca probably lost a war to Great Britain here.
Oh yeah, hello, I'm Inga.
Hi.
I did not lose a war, I had a deal.
Oh, okay. For the institutions, maybe?
No, it was that or dying.
Yes, so... okay. That was a forced deal. Okay. So you went eco-quality expansion, so quite standard start. A bit late in ideas because, well, obviously as a native you start without the institutions, which is not easy. Do you have them now? You have colonialism and renaissance, which is nice, and printing press, basically no one has it. In terms of tech, that's okay. Tech 12 military, so you can fight. Tech 13 is nice because the cannons are finally starting to be useful. But one tech late is not that much. You started colonizing a bit here in Colombia. Good.
No, I conquered Colombia from Portugal.
Okay, yeah. Portugal is basically dying. Oh yeah. Brazilian and Catholics, yeah. You should accept them so that you can convert as well. It will be easier to convert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with just accepting it, is it states already? Yeah, it is. But with the
Panama region is going to
with
Britain.
Oh, okay.
Everything north of it is for him.
Okay. Low stab because you took reform, maybe? Yeah, you probably just finished the religious reformed.
No, it was an event, I think.
Oh.
No, my heir died and the weak claim.
Well,
Yeah,
at least
you see the successor.
this one is nice.
rebels.
Yeah, this air is really nice. 2 in admin is not the best, but 6 and 5 is really strong, and well, that's going to help a lot. Like once you finish echo, basically admin is worthless, except if you go. Oh yeah, you go expansion as well, so you need a little bit admin still. What surprises me is your gold income is quite low.
I only have 3 gold provinces anymore.
Because Britain stole a lot from you. Yeah.
Actually, one of them I colonized, so
so it's not
very
dead
lucky.
yet. Yeah, but this one is nice. This one is you should have it.
Yeah, I just got it from a colony.
Okay. Okay. Brazil is starting to look a little bit scary.
He's my ally, and
okay.
I have England now, so.
Yeah. Now that Brazil is starting to be strong, you might want to ask his help to push back the British to where they belong. Because if you let Andrex hit you again and again, you soon won't have anything left, which is a bit sad.
Well, I hope he keeps his part of the deal, and then I will keep me to my part. So
what did he offer you?
So he only wants those 10 provinces in British Peru, and the provinces that is puppet colonizes I can take in a war.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants 10 provinces in in the Colombia region, and that's it. The rest is for me.
Okay, so he wants the merchants basically.
Yeah, only
And
the merchants.
and the Peru, he wants the gold as well to
Yeah.
ship him regular money. Yeah.
And next session he's gonna fund advisors for me and give me money for manufactories. So
Brazil income must be quite strong. He has four gold provinces that are deved already. So I will finish with the rest of old world, because otherwise I will forget where I was.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
See ya.
Thanks.
So I did Genoa, but I haven't done Florence. Florence income. Oh no, that's LAN. Okay. Florence makes 88. Like 65% of it is from trade. The force limit is 98. He has his buildings basically done. He made some temples, which is a rare choice, but why not? He has the regimental camps as well, but the manufactories are not finished. The dev is looking great across the board. A lot of 40 dev provinces, so I think he took the choice to dev with admin as well, and now if he exploits, he can make a lot of money from it and pay for the manufacturers quite soon. And I mean, having tax income is not bad if you can still exploit dev the rest with Diplo and military. So it's not a bad choice when you are a bit landlocked. He integrated Naples, which is a little bit strange because Naples still had a lot of cores on Spain and on Carthage actually, so he could have used it, but at the same time it was a Diplo slot for nothing, and losing Diplo is not really the way to go. You can take the text and the ideas are done, so that's good. Byzantium, so the Purple Phoenix rose last session. The income is good, 130. He has some money in the bank. The force limit is 154, which is quite good. He has is close to great power. He could have it if he embraces before Munster and the UAR. He could come back into the great powers. The production is not really done yet. Manufacturers, there are some, but not that many. Barracks either, and regimental camps either. So there is still a lot of potential for the nation. Like a lot of buildings still have to be built. I think he's waiting, like he's saving money and waiting. Oh no, we have all the manufacturers, so never mind. So he could build. Well, the production is not that high at the moment, so I can understand why he's not investing that much. He's subsidizing Portugal, but only for the gesture. Okay. Serbia, I think, didn't exchange land this session. He played quite low profile. It was subbed. He got out of the Swedish war last week, so he only had to consolidate today. The income is not the best. The force limit is quite good, and is currently 20 over force limit. So I don't think it's really the best idea. Is paying 8 per month for being over force limit. You could get better advisors for that, or you could build buildings. The workshops are there, but I think there are some manufacturers, but not that many. So I think when you are at peace, there is no real need to be over force limit. if you expect a war coming soon, maybe, but otherwise it's not really a good call. It's better to build up the nation. I would say. Manpower is good though, so that's nice. Livonian Order was in bankrupt at the beginning of the session. He took one province in the Swedish war. He is doing okay in tech. He is finishing defensive at the moment. So that's a little bit less usual than the quality economic quantity that we see, but why not? We have some strong advocates for defensive in the server, so we can give him props to go a little bit against the meta. Why not? We'll see how it works. The income is not the strongest, and the force limit is a little bit small. That's the problem when you don't have quantity. You cannot field that many combat wits. You can field only one combat wits and no artillery. At Tech 13, artillery starts to be interesting, but the real turning point for artillery will be Tech 16. Tech 16 when you get the chambered cannon and the laser cannons, the chambered dummy cannons. That's really going to be the moment where you really want to have a full back row of artillery in every battle. Russia is the second great power in the world, so definitely a power to be considered. He is one of the four nations, sorry, that are above 1K development. He has not the best income because, well, Russia early on is, in terms of trade, a little bit poor. He will start to collect more and more as long as he colonizes eastwards, and devs as well. But the manpower is extremely strong, and the force limit is probably the biggest in the world. It's bigger than France. I will have to check on Congo, but I think it is really strong. Ideas, everything is good. He's a little bit late in tech because he finished integrating his vassals. There is Astrakhan, which is the last one. But the problem is that he is a little bit isolated diplomatically. He has Sweden as an ally, Genoa, but Genoa doesn't have much fighting chance, and Imerina, which is probably the strongest alliance in the world at the moment. Russia and Imerina are allied. I have no clue at all why or what they expect from it, but I mean, why not? They probably have a deal of some kind, and we will be surprised by it. So that can be nice. He made the choice to ally Genoa, which is strange, considering that Genoa was trying to block him and got really close, like only one province away. Yeah, if Genoa was able to secure this province, then Russia could not have gone into expansion. But they decided to.
Such an ugly snake.
Yeah, yes, it's really like Genoa and Manchu are touching each other and basically crossing all Eurasia. But it kinda makes sense in terms of roleplay, because it's the Silk Road, like it's the northern Silk Road. You know, like the Genoese
The
merchants.
northern Silk Road through Siberia.
Yeah.
Check.
They usually went this way into Persia and Samarkand, and then went their way up to Beijing. But I mean, why not go this way? It could work. So it's fun to
Is
see.
Genoa still a merchant republic?
Yeah, it's still a plutocracy. Yeah.
Because then it makes sense, because
Yeah, there is goods produced for a lot of people. He is not in that many trade region at the moment. Only Crimea, Astrakhan, and Sibir.
Yeah.
But he could ask for Timurids, or Timurids is dying, so he could snatch land from Timurids. Actually, vassalizing Nogai and trying to reconquest that could be an idea.
Mm.
But he's allied with Russia and he's allied with Manchu, so there is definitely something to do against Timurids. Like, he could take a lot of land with 2 powerful allies.
There's the Manchu snake, the Chinoa snake, and
Yeah.
the red snake.
And there will be soon Russia that takes all his
Yeah.
land uncontested. So that's it for Europe. We can now do Carthage.
Africa.
Carthage was in the... Oh no, it's for Phoenician Empire. Carthage was in the war in Eastern Europe and was declared on by the United African Republic while in the war, but because I misclicked and played like a fucking dumbass, UAR had to white piece. Carthage is quite rich actually, 92 ducats a month, but the force limit is a bit small. What did it take? It took defensive, eco and quality. Okay, so that's I am actually quite surprised by the income he's having.
Yeah. Can you check out the death map mode? Like,
yeah.
did he death a lot or?
Not that much. The coast a bit. The coast is deved and his main state here is really deved, but the inland and the desert is
Yeah.
not. He
The
has
crappy land.
yeah, he has 19 dev on the gold. I think that's a remnant of the Moroccan war we had in the second session, if I remember correctly. The Moroccan player deved it a lot because it was basically his only source of income, and it seems like it did not deplete at all since then, which is very lucky for Carthage. He's making like basically 7 ducats per month
Does he
for
not
free.
have prosperity? that state?
Not there, because now there was a fight. There was a war. He got
I
invaded.
know.
Yeah.
I was just wondering why it's so damn low.
He was occupied during this session. He's building a fleet at the moment, and it's galleys, galleys everywhere. So
I like.
he's expecting, I think, to go back against the Italians, which is a shared a shared feeling. I'm afraid. He sealed the desert with forts in good places. Where are the forts here? But he doesn't have that many forts left. This fort is nice against AIs, but against humans it's really useless. So I would advise to remove
I
it.
really don't understand why he deleted the Fest Fort. The Fest Fort is so good.
Yeah, it's really good. Yes.
Especially since, like, if the desert fort in the south falls, the Sakura, below the gold mine.
Yeah.
Fest projects zone of control into Figuig, so
this, yeah.
they have to walk into Fest, and that is a -3. It's mountains and river crossing.
Yeah, it's a very good fort, and
Yeah,
yeah, it blocks
so good.
1 way, 2 way, 3 way. So it's like it controls everything.
It's like the gateway to Tunis.
Yeah, and actually that fort is a bit bad. Like this one is way better.
You don't want them to siege your gold mine.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, well, now it's not that important.
Also,
anymore.
no. Yeah.
The thing is that
No,
it's
that the fort there is.
like you cannot
it's
build
better.
anything here, while here you can build 5 buildings. So
No, like the building slots there doesn't matter. It's desert. The reason why the fort there in this moment makes more sense, if UAR walks into Dra with the current fort setup, they only can walk into the fort next. But so they can, if there is a battle on top of the fort, they can support out of 2 provinces,
yeah, here and here.
Dra and Tuat. So if he puts a cannon stack into Dra, they can just walk from Tuat into it.
No, but if you put it here, they cannot. They can just go from Dra and Saura. It's basically the same.
Yeah, but you need to cover 2 provinces then instead of 1. Because you have to fight in Talifat, you need to cover Dra, to cut off reinforcements, and you need to cut what is it called?
Oh, actually,
Province?
it's not called
Saura?
Saura. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he needs to cover 3 provinces instead of 2. And he can cut off the reinforcements harder.
Yeah, but there is a river crossing with Dra.
I know, but like you would walk into from Saura and put a cannon stack in Dra.
Okay.
So
And actually, there are not that many forts on the UAR
No.
side. Like one here is really important, and there are 2 here, but this one is basically useless. So yeah.
yeah, the second one is kind of useless.
So he is allied with France, with Spain, and with Arabia. So his only 2 expansion paths are south into UAR and north into the Italians. He gave Messina back to Spain, but he still holds the 2 Phoenician land. Did he has the no? He didn't have the mission yet to convert it. There is a mission to convert everything to Phoenician.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he gets it. He didn't go Jewish, which is extremely sad.
Sad.
I think he's building the navy for this mission. Yeah, he needs more galleys than some people, and he will have claims on basically all the islands.
Also, I think he should just build galleys.
Yeah.
Galleys in the Mediterranean with his ideas are very strong.
At the moment, he has 38 galleys,
Yeah.
and that's basically all his fleet. So yeah, he follows you on this one.
There's no need for heavies when you're just fighting England. Till like super late tech.
Yeah. Arabia was formed today. What is the date? It's ARB. So it was Mamluks previously, played by Kimi. The income is not the best. 76. It's actually lower than Hanover for much more provinces. Quite a lot of tax, not that much in trade. I am actually surprised because Alexandria is supposed to be a good node. He should. Oh, it is not transferring here. He should probably.
I have
transfer.
to disagree. Alexandria is a horrible node.
Well, that's like none of it is increased here.
Those upgrading the centers of trade does nothing. It's way too overhyped. Like it's more important for the dev cost than for anything else.
Definitely.
But the reason why it's a horrible node is you have
You look.
trade going directly to Genoa.
Yeah, and to
So the pulling
Ragusa.
power of Genoa is insane, and you have trade going directly into Constantinople, and the trade power of Constantinople is okay.
Yeah.
Not as insane as Genoa.
Ragusa
so-
is better than
Yeah.
Constantinople. I
As you
would
can
say.
see, like Genoa is stealing 12 ducats out of the trade node, and they can do nothing against it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even have ships there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's very hard to easy if you control, for example, Constantinople as Ram, or like Ragusa, or like Genoa, whatever. It's very easy to direct.
Oh, Kimi, the estates. Oh, that's painful.
I mean, he's going for 100 absolutism, but still.
Yeah, sure, but you won't have it
Pain.
for another 70 years, so what's the point?
He could have revoked it. I give him the benefit of the doubt for
Yeah. Like
at least.
100 years into the game, not having the free mana here is
Yeah, it's 1.2k. A little bit more.
Yeah. 1.2k is like I don't know, something like 40 Diplo dev. If you target it well, it's quite.
I
a lot
think
of
more
money.
like 2.5 techs
Yeah, also yeah.
for free.
So in terms of dev, is at 660. No, not much more autonomy. That is good. He has vassals in Funj, Manderfa, Medribari here, and a big Dulkadir here. He should make it a march, I think, and make some forts to guard him against Byzantium. And
I think he just
Korakuen.
wants to integrate him and take the
Yeah,
land.
yeah. He's allied with Yemen, Timurids, and Carthage, so basically a big Muslim box here.
And Northern Hackbox.
Korakuen doesn't have allies anymore, apart from Mewar, but Mewar is strong, so that can help him. He shifted from the central box to the Indian friends, so that's going
Yes,
to
that's
be
me. Hello.
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 So that's going to be nice to see what happens in the Middle East. I think that it was a smart move to ally Mewar instead of Timi. We saw how the Timurid war went, so why not?
Let's
Yeah,
go
I
further
didn't
down
actually. I didn't actually fight in the war.
Okay, and you sold some land, I think, to Mamluks so that he can farm Arabia.
Yeah, and otherwise he was going to invade me either way.
Yeah. So probably it was a good idea.
I think your
to-
best bet is at the moment to just Timurids and form Persia.
Yeah.
And hope and
Hope.
pray that Byzantium helps you against Arabia.
So Arabia is still having the Mamluk government. I wasn't sure, but it is.
It's just a cosmetic change.
Ideas
does nothing.
is there, and Tex is nice. A little bit here, probably because he has a lot of vassals and he is integrating. He is still Sunni, and he is finishing converting the Copts. Copts and Jews are going to disappear here. Korakonu is Shia, and Shia is better than.
We should go down, finish Africa before we hop into Asia.
Oh yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I
Because we
will,
have Yemen, Congo, UAR,
Yeah.
and Iran, and they are like kind of important because they are allied to Arabia,
yeah,
or
and
like attacking the Arabian alliance.
they will make a balance against Great Britain probably, either
Yemen.
by allying the Asians or the Europeans. So Yemen is losing a lot of money at the moment. What the hell is happening? He's rooting out corruption. He has a little bit of corruption that's dealable. He has a bit of
I
money in
feel his
the
pain.
bank. Is that estates? Yeah, it's estate loans, so not much interests. Not much gold either. I'm surprised here. He has two gold provinces and he's not making much out of it. This one is occupied, so that's
Yeah.
something.
Should be making like with 210 dev, it's
14.
16 ducats.
Yeah, 16. Yeah. He has good forts though. Mountain forts pretty much everywhere. This one is not the best because there is a huge mountain peak here. So the fort here is way better than this one.
The problem is like he can't prevent with the current fort setup. He can't prevent like the attack from the south, which pinces him, because the zone of control doesn't project to the sea.
Yeah.
So yeah, kinda wants to fix the forts on the side of Ethiopia, and I think the Hormuz stuff is at the moment just that need.
He has Adia as a vassal, so he will integrate it and be a little bit bigger. And he's actually neighbor to Imerina,
He lost
He's-
a lot of land in that war.
only allied to Arabia. Oh, Imerina had this land before?
Imerenia and Congo attacked Yemen,
Oh, okay.
while Yemen was fighting in.
Yeah.
Like he lost all of that land.
Oh yeah,
War.
okay. Yes. Oh yeah. Big loss indeed.
Hmm.
And
But he
Imerina
couldn't fight because like the Mamluks back then was still in Timurid land.
Yeah.
And I saw that QQ didn't get grant access to them, so the troops were trapped there and they couldn't get back, and it was just half of Yemen troops against Congo. And as we will see later, Congo is a powerhouse,
Yeah.
so there was no way for him to win.
Did he bankrupt? All his center of trades are level 1 and
I don't think that he bankrupted.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Can I check that somewhere?
No. You would need to check Scannerback for that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he's behind in ideas apparently. Like, how many ideas does he have?
Oh yeah, he's
Um,
quite late. Yes, only 9 ideas. That's extremely late.
That looks like a bankruptcy. Even.
And even in tech, well, he's only 2 tech left late in admin, but because economic is not finished, it will take a long time to
Yeah.
to come back from that.
Reset's ideas are very, very good.
Yeah, they are
Like,
strong.
especially you start with morale and
Yeah.
manpower and immediately get morale.
Yeah.
You start with IC and manpower and you immediately get morale.
Yeah.
But you really want the shock damage rather sooner
Yeah,
than later,
yes.
because the shock damage modifier falls off quite hard.
Yeah.
And not being able to get it, like in after
That's the
100
moment where
years,
it's stronger. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the strongest in the game. You want it to have. You want to have it like right now.
you want it to have like ideally like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But
And
he's just-
well, the income is not that bad. Once he finishes routing corruption and paying for his army, he's basically on balance. But I think he doesn't have much buildings. No production.
oh, no buildings,
no
that hurts.
barracks, not a single manufactory, and
Yeah, but like, it's just livestock at the moment.
so Imerina took quite a fair share. In terms of dev, it's basically garbage land, but it will give him control of the
It's
trade.
near.
It will help him steer the trade from the Gulf of Aden into Zanzibar, which will change a bit the thing. Well, as you can see, all the provinces here are shit apart from Mogadishu, but everything else is basically bad. Imerina is allied to Russia and Congo, so basically probably the
What the
biggest
fuck?
the biggest the best situation.
I think that's
diplomatically.
a meme alliance with Russia because
Yeah,
there's
but
no
it's,
way
it's
in
very
hell.
funny. I like it a lot. He's a bit late as well in ideas, only 10, and not a single one in eco with only tech 10 as well. So
I'm surprised that he didn't go for trade third,
yeah, possibly he could have
because
taken.
as it currently stands, like Congo has little reason to let him live.
Yeah.
And being there and say, hey, I could do trade stuff for us. that would-
or naval, like being a naval ally.
No,
to
he
Congo.
has not the ideas for it. That's the issue. Like that, the nations
he
who
has no
pick naval
formidable.
ideas have good naval missions, national ideas like
Is there a
Malaya,
Somali,
Great Britain,
Somali
whatever.
formable?
Oh yeah, you want that.
No, but is there a nation they could form?
No, there's not.
Oh.
There is the only formable in Africa are Mamluks and then the Maghreb stuff, like
Yeah.
Tunis and Morocco, Algeria, whatever, and Sokoto with Tech 30, I think.
Yeah. So he's still a tribal kingdom. He could turn and change right now. Actually, he could do it, but
Flip
I mean,
Republic.
tribal is not that bad. So I kinda understand why he's keeping it. And he has the free colonist, which I don't think he is using. No, he's not.
No.
He could use it to dev, like somewhere.
No, don't do it, please. It's so painful.
Well, I mean, if you have a lot of dev bonuses, like when you finish eco and stuff, that can go quite fast. Like if you have if the deving cost is 20, I think the mean time to happen to dev is 1 every 2 months. So it's actually
No, it's
not that bad.
the rate is absolutely dismal. I looked at it. It's just
Oh,
don't.
I
please
don't like
don't.
that at all. I don't like that at all. Coastal defense everywhere. It's
Somebody is scared of Great Britain.
Yeah, I mean, I kinda understand, but at the same time, this building is
How high is this inflation?
It's pretty high.
40%.
30%. Yeah.
Oh.
That's going to be an issue. Yeah, and the income is not that strong yet, and he has 3 loans. That's not a lot, but they are not 1% loan. No, they are not.
They're full loans.
Okay.
So I would say think about what you want to do long term.
Yeah.
Instead of short term, because like
Going trade. Could
please,
be
please
a
don't
thing.
kill me for it. But like you might want to ditch economic ideas for trade ideas.
I would ditch quality, in fact, because the quantity
No,
quantity trade eco is a very strong combo.
the only reason why I'm suggesting this is because he has no ideas in economic yet.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only reason.
Yeah. But I mean, the 20%,
It's 10%.
10%, yeah, it is.
There is the policy with quantity has changed. It's 10%. Like the modify economic is a really good group, but he has. What is his plan going forward? That's the question.
No, yes, Jux, I told you to go quantity, and I mean quantity is nice, but like now that Congo has everything on the mainland, like there is no real possibility for you to fight him directly, or basically anybody apart from Yemen. Even with quantity finished, your force limit will be like 50, 60 tops, and you can take on Yemen, but you cannot take on Arabia, for example.
What is the finisher from the ideas?
Of this one, it's
Marine
ICA,
ideas. Like
ICA.
no, the ambition. Yeah, 10 I say. It's
Yeah.
the morale 10 I say.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's the standard build for all the nations that play
land-based.
land-based. Yes, and the thing is that it's an island. So if you want to expand in the Horn of Africa, it's still good. Like it's going to do
Yeah.
the work. It's going to do what you want. Going trade could be like a bit of the cheesy build, but having Congo protecting you could be worth it for both of you, because basically he would transfer you the trade power, and you will give him subsidies in exchange, so that could work out for both of you. So I mean that's up for you to decide. But
Let's go to Congo.
once that's finished, it's going to be nice. Yeah, I'm eager to look at Congo, because that's the biggest
Congo is hella
nation.
strong.
Yeah, that's the biggest nation in the world at the moment. Not much money banked, some loans probably because of the Yemeni war. Very good income, 200. So probably
Check out this max manpower.
the second after. Yeah, oh nice. So more manpower than Russia, more than France, plus 100 each month. So it will take less than a year to pay off the 2 loans. Force limit a little bit less than Russia, but more than France. Is
Like we're comparing Congo
to
to
France.
Russia.
Yeah, France and Russia. Yeah. So that's.
And at the end of the day, like force limit is just an economic modifier in 1.30. Like it's not as before when the additional force limit meant additional what is it called again, mercs. So it just wanted manpower and the economy to support your manpower, and he has it.
Yeah, that's really a very, very strong nation. He has 40 innovativeness. He's okay on tech. He's.
I
obviously
love it
good
that he
in
went
idea.
innovative first.
Yeah, it's difficult to make it work, because you need a very defensive
Isolated.
position. But if it works, it snowballs so much. It saves so much points. Like having 10% tech cost that early in the game, having the advisor cost 25% advisor cost.
Yeah.
It
It's
snowballs.
minus 50% with the
Yeah.
privileges.
In 130, it's extremely strong. And having the innovativeness building up early, it's really nice as well. He has the cultivate the savannah, so he will be able to dev a lot. We can look at his dev. I think it will be quite
It's
nice.
very well deved.
Yeah. Still a little bit to get, but it's going to be nice. And in terms of buildings, so basically
Like,
the workshops.
keep in mind, he devved that without economic ideas and without universities or any other
Yeah.
modifiers.
So that's manufacturers. So a lot of manufacturers already.
He built also manufacturers on food provinces.
Yeah.
Which is important to point out.
And he has he already has the building, the regimental camp. So he knows how to build a nation. There is no point, no question here. A little bit of autonomy still in the land he just took, but no real issue there. He has a nice mission actually to go into UAR. So I will be. I will see what happens. There was a war at the end. He declared on GB for the Comores, probably for this mission, but it finished with a white peace. So I guess he didn't reach a deal with Andrex, and yeah, he wants that mission. Like that's 600 points.
It's 2 show strength force for free.
Yeah.
That's
And 2 forts that are nice. Well, you don't really care about
it's
that.
2 mountain forts.
Yeah.
Like, it blocks the access to
Yeah.
to Western
Yeah, that's nice.
to Central Africa.
Can he form anything yet? I think he. So
He can form
he has
Rosovi Empire soon.
47% Nyasa. So yeah, he is culture shifting into Rosvi, and 47% that will arrive really soon. And once he has that, he can form Rosvi directly, and the ideas of Rosvi will be quite nice as well.
Very good.
Well, the Congolese ideas are not that bad. I mean,
No. They are
discipline.
absolutely trash.
Well,
They have 5% discipline and the rest. Meh.
production efficiency is nice. Mill tech cost.
If you, for example, Luba is the same nation in that area.
Yeah.
Weaker start, of course, because it is only
yeah,
like
yeah.
3 provinces and no vessels. But it has 10% dev cost, 5% discipline, and manpower. And some other eco stuff.
Well, in the mod, because you can form other things, it's decent because like starting with the national tax is not that bad. Like for the first 10 techs, the mill tech cost is really strong. Like it's a lot of mill points that you save and you can dev instead of spending in the. It's basically 60 mill points every 13 years that you save from that. And yeah, the rest is a bit bad. Like 5% ICI is not horrible, but it's not the best. And relations, improve relations is nice when you play PvE, but in MP there is
It doesn't matter.
nothing. No real point.
Like, Congo ideas are very suffer, especially if you compare to UAR or.
Yeah,
Congo
Rosvi,
or
like Rosvi
Soviet.
are definitely top tier compared to.
There's the reason why the mod added formables in Africa, because
yeah.
there were just no formable nations available, and those formable nations available had shitty ideas.
But the thing is that now in the mod, Africa is really strong actually.
Yeah.
Starting Tech 3 with the institution, it's actually giving them quite
I
a fighting.
don't know if
fighting
Congo
chance.
starts with the institution.
I
I know they start with Tech 3 now instead of Tech 2.
Oh, possibly, yeah.
So,
UAR is good in tech, good in idea. 140 ducats with 80 plus going in the pocket. The force limit is really nothing to sniff out. He is Shia. He went Ismaili for the yearly Republican tradition. Why not? I would have taken the dev cost, but I mean both
he
are.
can't take the dev cost.
Oh yeah, because it's Shia
Dev
and not
cost is Sunni.
Sunni. Yeah, you're right. And shock, yeah, shock damage inflicted or received is falling off. So yeah, I guess it's good. Yeah.
Also, he always can get a shock damage received.
Yeah,
from
with
from Rasids.
Yemen, yeah.
Yemen, yeah.
Or with Nagpur later on. Oh no, he shifted. Okay.
Also, can you take into Congo for a moment?
Yeah.
Can you check if he is he Republic?
It is a federal kingdom, so
Oh no. Okay, I was. Can you go to the tech unit type for a moment?
Yeah.
To see. Oh yeah, he's West African tech. The thing was I'm thinking is, did he flip out of a tribe into horde and then become a monarchy?
Yeah, to
Because
get,
if he did
yeah.
that, he would have gotten Eastern units
Eastern Europe, yeah.
and especially Cossacks for steppes.
Yeah.
Steppes are only in central in Western Africa, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask.
there is a lot of steps actually.
No, that's Savannah.
Savannah, sorry.
Not steppes. Steppes, it would be another like 15% def cost.
Oh yeah, it's here.
Yeah. Thanks.
So UAR, gold not that much. Trade probably, yeah, not a lot.
Drugs.
In terms of religion, he's finishing converting. It's not finished yet, but that will be soon. He still has a lot of autonomy, pretty much everywhere. So he could get rid of that. He has quite a lot of very good missions all across the nation. Some that give dev on every province, so really strong. A lot of buildings here. That is nice as well, and there are already quite a lot of manufacturers. So he's doing good. He's only allied with Brazil, so that's going to be quite a problem, especially since there was a friction with Carthage. So the West Bloc is not his friend. So if
He
he
attacked Carthage when Carthage was at war with Europe.
basically Spain was on the verge of bankruptcy, and so he took his chance. But I was stab-hated a lot, and I misclicked like a moron.
Yeah.
And
I'm also gonna say that maybe the war between Carthage and UAR was done by the Indians
possibly, yeah.
because they are allied to Arabia.
To Arabia, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Arabia didn't go at all in the war. He was busy on the western.
No. Lots of Memluk troops died in Team Milan.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I say. He wasn't in the UAR Carthage war.
Oh yeah. I was thinking he. Yeah.
Okay, we can look at your nation then, Dreams.
QQ.
Oh, don't. Oh, my eyes.
The buffer block.
So, in terms of
Buffer state.
religion, autonomy, no much autonomy. That's good. Religion, still quite a melting pot here.
Yes.
He has the Demis.
I got the
I
Demi
guess.
estate.
Okay, so you went, yeah.
You want the extra 20% manpower
Mhm.
in what is it called? Heathens? No, yeah, Heathens.
License, yeah.
So
Actually, you don't have it. It's here, lah. Here.
you want to
Uh,
get that
tax.
one?
Oh yeah, the
This
text.
one, this
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yes,
right, the
this
text.
one.
Yeah, I forgot.
There.
Oh, the Demi.
30% manpower in Heathens.
Mhm.
It's kind of strange when you have Demis. You want a high share of Heathens in your country because they get 20% additional manpower, and then with nobles you get another 70%.
Yeah.
So basically, if you set up your estates correctly, you can get 90% manpower in Heathens.
The war was costly. I can see that there is still a lot of debt
The
to.
thing is, I didn't
pay.
fight a war.
Yeah. And you already have the 5 loans to the burghers. In
I'm
terms-
actually not repaying. Every money I get goes to army or buildings.
So you're probably bankrupting.
Mm,
How many
I
loans?
mean-
It's 4. It's an eighth.
it's a lot.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm bankrupting. I'm debating. I'm seeing.
It's
Well,
yeah. How much is his income? His total income?
Not much.
33.
So you have what is 3K debt.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you will need to 100 months of no expenses,
Yeah.
100 pounds, you would be able to pay it off.
So
Do you think you can have no expensive for 100 pounds?
Got a lot of rebels sometimes, but
No,
maybe
like,
yeah.
you don't understand. No expensive at all. Like, no advisors, no state, no interest, no army, no navy,
no advisors
fort,
is not
no
possible
nothing.
because it's late in tech already
Yeah.
and in ideas.
So
I think
I don't see you to be able to repay.
a good call would be like you save up 600 in each, you get your techs, like all the techs at the same time, and you dev what's left so that you are at 0 everywhere, and then you bankrupt. Like for 5
can
years,
just-
you will
You can
be
just hire
extremely-
level 4 advisors
Yeah,
and power through your idea groups and the tech.
Yeah.
And just go bankrupt. That you just use a bankruptcy not for the building, but for the mana generation.
you can take up to 34
Okay.
more loans, so you could take all of them right now,
No, he doesn't need to take it over. That one.
and you can start building buildings.
Wait. He doesn't even have to go bankrupt. He can sell Crown Land. What's
Yeah,
the-
yeah, he can. But I mean, if you do that, like you have basically 5k to build your nation with.
No. It's not what I suggested. The thing is, he's behind. Like he's behind in everything, but he's especially behind in mana. So you want to do not the bankruptcy build, but like using the money from the bankruptcy, like from the max loans, to hire advisors and generate mana, and then just like with 1k build buildings.
But he doesn't
Yeah.
have to go bankrupt. He can sell Crown Land,
Yeah, sure. But even
The
if
problem is like he already has 3k loans,
right?
and he can't repay those 3k loans with his current income.
yeah,
But
and
he
even
can
by
sell Crown Land to repay it.
yeah, but he need to sell it 6 times, so it's 30 years. Like the bankruptcy is only 5 years.
No,
Yeah.
no. It says he gets 600 right now because he has so much Crown Land. You get more, the less Crown Land you have.
Yes, but
I think that can go up to 1k.
He could get
no,
30% more.
it's
so
not that. It's not that much.
It's 700 max.
It's
Like
it's massive. It's massive.
You can just. I can check it for you, but it's not that big. The
it's
problem
gonna,
is like even if it increases very high, we are still talking about like 3 clicks at least.
Right.
It's 15 years,
I mean,
okay.
and in 15 years
he
you can
wouldn't,
get those the same amount of money and the money from bankruptcy.
if you take
Ah,
the
but
tech
the difference is
and the ideas,
here's the difference.
you don't lose
Imagine-
anything with the bankruptcy. You lose like
imagine
200
if he has
here and a
Up
little
his
bit of-
advisors right now. He ignores repaying the loans, and he keeps selling Crown Land. He gets buildings. He has mana. He doesn't go bankrupt.
He will go bankrupt
How?
Well,
Yes,
because he can't
sells more
advi-
Crown Land.
with this income,
No,
you can
like,
pay 3k.
you can't outgrow the debt by selling Crownland. It's not possible.
I've done it. I did it.
I
done
did
it
it
several
today
times.
with Austria.
Not in
but,
not with this country.
Yes, you can. You have to believe in him.
Honestly, I
I
don't
believe
believe
in
in him much when I see his country.
I'm
sorry.
gonna
Why
be
you
honest.
so
If
rude?
I bankrupt, I'm just easy pickings for Arabia.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but you're already easy pickings for Arabia.
That's
I
also
mean, I
true.
got allies. I got
Yeah,
big
but
ones.
nothing changes if
Right,
you
you
got allies
got
or
one
not
ally.
allies. Because
So if
like,
he's willing to
currently,
fight for you,
if Arabia
yes.
attacks you and your allies don't get access through Timurids, you will still die. You can't
Hmm.
do nothing against them.
does
like-
my war have transports?
No, like shipping your 20k at once there, it's not enough, and you can't reinforce. That's next.
He has
So-
12. So yes,
Yeah.
it'll take some time. But once again, Arabia
If
doesn't have.
Arabia wants to kill you, you die. You can't do nothing against it. Like the only thing you can do is like to be as greedy as possible in the next 15 years. And fix the country in the next 15 years to be in actually good spot.
Like a bankruptcy, when it's well done, it can actually benefit a lot your country.
Yeah, well done. Bankruptcy is better when what you can do in those 15 years.
Yeah, when you control it. So basically, what you want to do is to start some buildings, like because you want to finish the buildings 5 years before declaring the bankruptcy. All the buildings that were finished 5 years before you declare it are destroyed automatically. You want to hire good advisors to rush through the ideas and the text, and use the discount that you can stack up during a time. So you stack a lot of mana and use it at the same time. And basically you use it to like patch everything up. You live above your usual abilities, but you will erase everything on one go. And actually that's a lot of money that you can use. Like here you have 7k to play with, and with this 7k you can improve a lot your nation.
It's not 7k. It's
A little
like
bit less
realistically
because
speaking,
you
like 3k.
in 5.
No, 3 because he wants to hire advisors.
It doesn't. Yeah, maybe you should
Oh.
wait for this to do it. Like to
No, it doesn't matter. You can
And
just
you
start doing it
take
and then get the interest reduction.
take this one.
Also, yeah, they
Yeah,
don't want to take it early.
You remove it just before you take the text. Like you stack the
Yeah.
mana, and you remove it just before you use the text.
How many loans can you take addition? Like another 5 or 7?
Uh,
Oh no, it's another 7. Yeah.
so if you stack this one and this one, you can take like 15 more loans in total,
Mm-hmm.
which is like
So you can build
three
buildings
more
for like
K.
3k,
Yeah.
higher leveled advisor, power through economic and quality ideas.
And if you are very lucky
Go
and
bankrupt after 7 years, and then like after 13 years
you don't have
you-
national bank. If you are lucky and trigger national bank as well, that's another 10 loans that you can get in top of
you,
that.
you don't want to prolong the bankruptcy too long.
No,
Also, you want to probably accept shorten.
yeah, but
culture.
having 3 more makes that you can take level 4 instead of level 3 or stuff like that, or build
Yeah.
more buildings at the same time.
Okay.
Like
Because
w-
you're behind both in tech, in ideas, in
Yeah.
everything.
yeah,
Like,
actually,
there are some good resources.
yeah, but you
Wait,
cannot
online
why
for
can't he
bankruptcy
abdicate? Why,
cannot
why is
build,
he unable to abdicate? Oh, theocracy, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a bit sad.
Yeah.
Yes, this one is way better than this one.
By the way, you flipped from travel directly into
Theocracy.
theocracy?
Yeah.
Oh, I will share a little secret here. You want to flip theocracy because of tier 6 most likely.
Yes,
That's the
Kalia
real
told me.
payoff.
Yeah.
It is faster for you to flip first Republic and then flip from Republic into theocracy because the reform progress growth of republics.
Yeah, it's plus 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, plus
Mhm.
100% of 100% Republican tradition.
Yeah.
So I did the math. It's quite significantly faster, but in the meantime, you also get better rulers because you're Republic. So for next time, flip first Republic and then get
Yeah.
to tier 10, flip dictatorship, flip monarchy, flip theocracy, get tier 6.
It makes no fucking sense.
It makes no sense at
Yeah,
all,
so-
but it's the fastest, most
yeah,
efficient way you
but
can do it.
sometimes paradox is just like different, you know.
Yeah.
He's special kid. Timmy, still okay in tech. A
He
bit
lost
late
a
in
lot of land
ideas.
in that
Yeah,
war.
a bit late in ideas. Yeah, the income took quite a hit. Force limit as well. Force limit is starting to be problematic now. He lost basically all of Afghanistan. Yeah, still a little bit more to lose.
He lost stuff in the Hormuz trade node, so his trade suffers. It lost stuff in the Lahore trade
Oh yeah,
node,
that's
same.
Mewar as well. Oh yeah, Mewar
Yeah,
has
Balu-
two big vassals. Yes,
Yeah.
and he lost that as well. Yes.
he lost, he lost way too much land.
Yeah.
So
And
for me, Timurids is currently, like, as long as he can't get an
did Taiping fight this one?
yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
he fought.
Okay.
Like as long as Taiping doesn't fully commit into India with Timurids,
Yeah.
I don't think that Timurids is really recoverable because how strong Mewar and Delhi are at the moment. It's a really rough spot.
Yeah.
Also, like there's another option for you, QQ. Instead of going bankrupt, attacking Timurids and take land from him. But I don't think you can win that war.
No, because
also weaken
Arabia will
Timurids.
come. Like Arabia will just
Yeah.
prevent it.
That's the issue.
Arabia
Probably with the
doesn't want,
Indians, let maybe get a deal that you can form Persia.
Yeah.
Because you really wanted those ideas.
Timurid is still able to punch and to int a war, but the nation
Yeah.
took a lot of delay.
Just because Timurids is 6th great power doesn't mean he's in a strong
No,
position.
he's not strong. Like at the moment, the
Meva looks way tinier, but
it's
punches
way stronger. Yes,
way stronger.
I
Same
tot-
with me.
I totally agree. Mewar, so he has
What's your mill tech, Cathal?
My militech is up to date.
12,
Oh, okay.
probably bunked up to.
I
pass.
can take it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to.
Same.
I didn't take it with the first.
Same
because
here,
I
so
forgot
basically probably the same situation, so you can take it directly. Yeah, so in terms of force limit, it's twice Timurids. They were at equality at the start of the session, and now he is way stronger. He got the -1 Diplo rep. Okay, in terms of income,
what
100.
DT does he have currently?
He has Surya.
So he gets. Can you switch over to his ruler for a moment?
No air, probably is going to want.
No, he gets 2 dip. Probably. He will get a 5-4 too.
Yeah.
So
Not the best, but that's
could
okay.
be worse.
Okay, yeah.
11 pips overall.
Yeah, and the IDs are done. He went Echo first. Okay.
Echo first because AI took it.
Okay. Okay.
It wasn't his choice.
Yes.
But that Meva is very strong.
I mean, it could have been a worse choice from an AI, and
Yeah.
And when that's a little bit like innovative. If you don't get hinted, then it can snowball quite hard. So when
It's by far the most greediest. Greediest.
yeah.
No, innovative is the most greediest pick. to go first.
The stacks are a little bit strange. I'm not convinced by the stacks. Like they are lacking a little bit of infantry, and there is still cavalry. So somehow, and the cannons are.
I mean, Kef is not bad. The only problem is the price. So
Yeah, Cav really
if
has.
you see it in my country, I have like 40% Kef
Really,
or even more.
I mean, Cav is really strong when both armies are not fighting at combat width, but when they are, it doesn't really make sense. Like
The Kef deals way more damage than infantry.
yeah, but it doesn't
especially
deploy
early.
well, and like
No,
it bugs.
no. Xavier, like look at the pips. Look at the pips and look at the cav shock.
Yeah, three offensive choke, okay, and four morale.
They have 5, 9,
They
10
have
overall
twice
pips
the shock.
versus
Twice
Yeah.
the shock.
twice the shock and more morale pips.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
Yeah.
pips, the actual shock modifier, like
Yeah, that's also insane.
1.15 from infantry to
The only the biggest issue with Kef is it's just too expensive.
Yeah, if you go over force limit with Cav, it's like it costs
Agree.
a lot.
By the way, how is his max force limit? How is max manpower?
So 105 and 115, 115 manpower. And he is actually already at max crown land, so
Yep.
he will go down and get only the Marathas, probably, and get
Yep.
a lot of manpower from this. He
yeah,
will
and-
go
and
for
discipline.
the
He
80%.
gets
And his Trindo also gets another skilling discipline.
Yeah.
So we get like 7.5 discipline and 70% manpower.
Yeah.
If I'm
Nah,
not
it's
mistaken.
crazy. It's crazy.
No, it's more because 15 is max.
Yeah, 15.
So-
You stay at 15 and go to 15.
It's
20.
10.
And yes,
10 discipline. No,
it will be
No,
8. 8
oh, it's 7 discipline. 7 discipline. Yeah.
So very strong nation overall. The income is really nice. Nice trade, nice production. Production really early in the game. Like India really has very strong production.
Also with
That's,
the plus 33% of.
Yeah, of the
Vishayas.
Vishayas. Yeah. And he is allied with QQ, basically keeping him alive. And with Delhi, he's not allied with Nagpur, which is well, probably not really a
Yeah,
problem. They
it's-
have a hug box, but Okay.
India's hugging.
Yeah.
Because there are 2 power blocks outside of them which wants to kill them, which is Taiping and Timurids.
yeah. But instead,
And
they are
now
killing
they're
them.
punching back to both directions, and like if they fight each other at the moment, they would just get invaded by Taiping.
It's a bit the same thing as HRE actually. Like if we start
Yeah.
fighting each other, the west block and the east block kill us instantly. So we don't have a choice but to hug box. That's their fault.
I think you can easily beat the East block.
The east block, yes, and they will probably like the plan in the war that we did. I was willing to sell a 100% peace deal at the break to France to have a 15-year truce and be able to kill them during this time.
Yeah.
But then we decided to fight it, and actually it's only a 7-year truce. So I lost less, but we won't be able to kill them in the meantime. And
No,
the
you should check your truce again with France.
it's over.
No, it's way longer.
Yeah, because because of another thing. Basically, I made a fake war on Swabia, and Swabia was protected. Like France joined the war, and like there was a 100%.
We set the truce time. huh?
Yeah, and this time it's 100%, so it's long. And
He goofed up.
I don't
Somebody
know
of
why
you
he did
goofed
that.
up.
And the thing is that I made a mistake. I should have called Florence in the war, because I was fighting and I was allied to everybody. So I should have called them all so that they have the truce as well, and they could have
Yeah.
declared on Spain without France intervening. But
I mean,
did not.
if they declare on Spain, that he can always join, because it's a defensive war. But if Spain attacks, then it gets the step hit.
DLH. Shit! I don't know the alphabet. A lot of troops. Force limit 164, so very big nation. Manpower is not the biggest. Economy is not the biggest as well. It's smaller than Mewar. A little bit late in tech, but well,
No, it's
late
up
in
to date.
Miltech. Like
Late in Miltech, that's
yeah,
the issue.
one tech late. So
Also, like Delhi was Champu, and Champu decided a lot to flip Nepal.
yeah,
Like he has Nepali ideas, so for him being up to date with in admin
is a good job.
very
Yes,
good.
is a good job. Yeah, and,
Because he didn't get the course again.
Yeah,
for
he
following
didn't
good.
convert. So yeah, he unstated and then restated. Okay.
Like he had to pay 2.5k admin.
And he's still Sunni, which is like unusual. Everybody else went Hindu. I don't see really the interest in staying Sunni. I mean, it's not bad per se, but it doesn't give you much bonuses either. So why not?
You can flip Hindu, you can flip Sikh.
Yeah.
He can flip Shia even if he wants to, but
He has some manufacturers. Oh yeah, I didn't look at the manufacturers in Mewar. I'm a bit like eager to see how many he has. Not that much. Not that much. I would have guessed more. Some buildings here and there, but no, it's not that many buildings. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Is
Such
he
Such
saving
breath
it
of it,
for
so rich.
soldier households, maybe?
Hmm?
Is he saving it for the manpower manufacturer, maybe?
it
don't
doesn't have much bank.
it's like 400 ducats.
Yeah.
I rarely think that the wars he was fighting was very costly,
Yeah,
so
possibly.
he didn't have the money for it.
Well, Timurids is in a way worse state than he is, so
Yeah,
because he's
sure.
boxing with everybody else, it was a clear win. So Delhi, some manufacturers, but not that much. The heartland is basically done with barracks. No regimental camps yet. Production is there. Production, you really want to rush the workshops in India because so much money. And in terms of trade, he's not making much. He's still in Doab, so he will need to shift to Lahore soon probably, yeah, he has
Or it could
row-
be do a deal with Meva.
yeah.
That would be probably the more sensible solution.
But
Because the Gujarat.
once he gets this land from Timurids, basically he controls all the node, and he can make possibly twice the money here in Lahore.
Like
Oh
that-
yeah, you're right. He could send it
Yeah.
to,
Gujarat and
but
Meva collects. Like the ideal trade setup for India is like getting the Hormuz trade node and just pushing everything to Hormuz and collect there.
yeah.
That's your dream. And they're well on the way to do it.
They like to Vijay, Mewar, and Nagpur. So is the central part of the hug box. The whole continent is there.
I mean, he is bordering all of the threats, like
And
both
top
typing
five,
as
but,
Timurids.
okay, and yeah, he took some land from Taipei, Taiping.
Yeah, that was already last session.
Nagpur is what an ugly color. I don't like it at all. It
It's
looks
such
like
a nice color.
no, it's a big splash of vomit across India.
No,
Horrible.
it's a nice color.
Whenever
It's a
something is
parliament.
Dutch related, it's just ugh.
Yeah, it's a parliament.
Yeah, because he doesn't hit the nobles because he has Marathas.
Okay, yeah.
That's the nice thing about Indians. They get parliament for free.
Yeah.
They don't have nobles.
Yeah. But I mean, I prefer general estates to parliament,
With his ruler luck, he doesn't need
states
it.
general. State
Also,
general is very
like,
strong.
there's nothing against it. It only costs 50 to flip state
Yeah, to-
general, get a
to
new ruler, and
25.
then flip out of it.
25 in the mod,
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
But it's 25 for
Oh,
flipping
yeah.
to get a new ruler, and then
and then coming
25
back.
to flip back into
Yeah.
parliament.
Wait,
Yeah.
you can do that?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
it's so scummy.
Yes.
Oh.
120, so very strong income, is receiving 10% of his income from VJ. They probably have a trade
Trade
deal,
deal.
which makes sense because, well, Deccan is not the best node, while Coromandel is way better. He has a force limit of 114, which is okay-ish, not the best, but not the worst.
Max manpower.
150, it's okay.
So basically, like the
But
three Indians
he-
we have seen so far have roughly around 100 force limit and 120 manpower. Max manpower.
Yeah.
So they're quite even in that regard.
But they're not that much bigger than the HRE members in terms of raw number, because
Yeah.
the dev, like outside of Europe, the base mill dev is quite low.
Also, the density of provinces in Europe is insane.
Yeah, he has a lot of loans though, 3k loans. So I think he bled a lot into Timmy. He made
He was
much-
losing a lot of units for suffering attrition.
Yeah.
Because he was defending the east against Taiping,
Okay,
and
and typing
like,
has a
the
good quality.
constant reinforcement cost was kind of painful for him.
He still has the mission from Bahamanis. The ideas, so what is it? Morale 15%, very good. Aggressive expansion, we don't really care anymore. Leaders without unkeep, it's nice. Like it's often underrated, but it can really help a lot, especially in late
It's
war.
more valuable later
Yeah.
in later stages of the game
Yeah.
when you have like 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks.
Yeah.
And you kind of want a general on every one of them.
Mhm.
I mean, you have to think about it as just occasional +1 mil mana.
Yeah.
-2 unrest, that's good but not the best. Maneuver, it's often underrated as well. It's really nice. Construction cost, really strong, especially that early in the set. Army tradition, good. 10% shock damage, which is nice, and that would have stacked if he stayed Shia, but he flipped,
Yeah.
sadly.
He had to flip Hindu to culture flip.
Okay. Production efficiency, really strong, especially in India. Once again, all the production modifiers are multiplicative, so every single one of them is really nice. And 25 unjustified demands. It's not the strongest set. There is no dev cost and no discipline, but it's okay-ish.
It's 15% morale, and he gets
Yeah.
5% discipline from
And construction
his
cost.
religion
Yeah.
if he wants to.
Shock damage and morale, so it's not extremely military based, like military focused, but it's good. Like well,
It has 6 military modifiers. Just 2 of them are kind of meh.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it has morale, shock damage, army tradition, maneuver, unjustified demands, and leader upkeep. Like the unjustified demands and leader upkeep are meh.
Yeah.
The rest is good.
Yeah, unjustified demands. In early game, it's nice because sometimes you lose a lot of diplomatic points
Yeah.
just by asking whatever you want without thinking. So it can be nice, but it's too late for it to matter.
Does he have the Rashput estate?
No, Marathas.
No, yeah.
Oh.
And he's finishing building up Crownland. In 15 years, it will be done, and then it will he will go down. So how long will it take to pay for that? 6. So what is that? 60 months? 5 years? That should be okay. Especially since he will start selling titles again soon. In terms of culture, he didn't accept Bengali. Why not? It doesn't cost much, and they are 100 dev. Why not? He completely purged the Marathas. They don't
Yeah.
exist anymore. That's
He purged Marathas to gain the Marathas estate again.
yeah. It's once again, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, and he built a lot of forts. So we discussed it 2 weeks ago, I think, and he got some of his forts back from Mewar. He sold it earlier, and he built others. Vijay.
Like Nagpur is a very strong country. Like he took defensive for morale stacking.
Yeah.
So his morale is really great.
How much does he have at the moment? If he pays for his army, yeah, I think I have more. Like
Yeah, but you have 100 army tradition because you're fighting permanently.
yeah, France probably has quite a lot more. It at some point in the war it was at 5.8, I think, something like that, which was quite a pain. Oh, it went down a lot.
It's
Okay.
4.4.
Yeah.
And you have Czech Austria when we had it.
Yeah, basically we had the Crusade bonus thanks to Carthage,
Yeah.
which was nice. We had the no, Austria. We had the bonus from the Pope interaction.
Yeah.
We had we could stack a lot. Yeah, and I lost a lot of prestige with the war. But we had like 10% from the Crusade, 10% from the Invite Holy Orders. I had the 10% with the Moral Guy, and I had the 20% event
Yeah.
that came. So we were like France and I were both at 5.2, 5.
Yeah, you
5.5.
both had events. Like
Yeah.
Nagpur has that static.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, France popped his 10% discipline event, which is nice. It's gone
Yeah.
now. It's gone.
Inspiration leader. So Nagpur is like very good country at the moment.
I think Mewar is my favorite in India because once he integrates his two vassals, like he still has an expansion pass, while Delhi and especially Nagpur is completely landlocked. And
Delhi expands into
typing
Maybe,
and Timor
Afghanistan
yes.
is a vessel of Delhi, not from Neva.
Are you?
No, it's Mewar.
Okay.
Yeah, Mewar
Oh,
is
well.
maybe.
Yeah, Delhi has the expansion paths, and Delhi has all the good devable land in.
Yeah,
in
that's there is
So-
good land here with quite a lot of dev in Samarkand and
Yeah.
stuff.
Also, it's lots of dry land and a little bit of grassland.
But if Mewar manages to secure the Persian trade node, that's so much money there. Like this is really one of the strongest inland node in the game. Vijay. Vijay has some money in the bank. I guess he was not in the war. He makes 120, so his income is really fixed now, but he's losing 33 in
Is
corruption.
corruption.
Yeah, that will go away, and 14 into diplomatic expense to
Yeah, it's-
Nagpur. He can take printing press, so he dev'd it. Okay, good to know. He dev'd it here, and he sold it directly to Nagpur.
No,
Okay.
Nagpur FT2.
Oh,
Everyone did it.
Yeah, like 4 guys left it in Asia.
but what the why? Why?
No.
Communicate.
I mean,
Hong Kong sold it to Taiping.
yeah.
Like Meva, Nagpur, and Vichechi dev'd it. Hong Kong dev'd it, and I think somebody in Japan is deving it.
Okay. No, we'll see if they finish it. But I mean, one Chinese and one Indian, I can understand, because if Hong Kong devs it, it will take at least 30 years to arrive to Mewar. So
Yeah.
I can understand why he would dev it. But Nagpur and Vijay, they were going to sell it to each other. Why?
I'm thinking more about that. Like, if you check out Vijay, he still kept that mana. So he didn't lose anything by deving it.
True.
Yes, it was slightly more efficient to dev it elsewhere, but there's no ideas coming up.
To be fair, the rulers of Crediax are
Yeah.
just like it's
Absurd.
it makes no fucking sense. If you look at
Also,
the
like the best part is he had 4 Dark Cats, level 4 Mill Advisor for 40 years.
yeah the 666 here
Yeah.
from 97 to 39 with
42 years.
well connected and legitimacy. So
Yeah.
really strong. Well, to be fair, the others are not that. This one was nice for 40 years as well, for 5.
Yeah, that's the starting ruler.
Yeah. So this one was really nice with well connected as well. Merc maintenance.
That's the starting ruler. Like, he
Yeah.
is fixed in that aspect.
This one was not that good, but he lasted only 2 years. This one was okay. 343 is not bad for 14 years. This one was. Why is there no?
It was the Regency.
Oh yeah. Okay, and yeah, the two ones that lasted 40 years are.
No, that
very
one is
strong.
the current one, the 622. That's the current one.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
they're
backed
not.
out
Yes.
in the order.
Okay. Yeah, I was a bit lost. Okay.
He had very good rulers. That's the TLDR.
So
Same with Vichechi.
Vijay is coming back into the game. The early was a little bit problematic, but he know he's good. He didn't go expansion or naval or trade at all, which is
He would just pick trade next.
yeah. I mean, I'm a bit surprised because seeing the Hug box they do, like both of them, there is absolutely no point in going with this set. Like economic, I can understand, but quality quantity, if you're not going to fight ever,
He is fighting, but like not Indians.
yeah.
He's
Proxy
fighting
wars,
like
very far
Southeast
away.
Asians,
Yeah,
Chinese, and Persians.
but he could have like played the money maker, full money maker, by doing trade second and
If he picks trade ideas next,
yeah, with
and then
quantity.
offensive on
yeah,
18,
Yeah.
he's still a money making machine
yeah.
because he gets like 40% from policies. So
Actually, that's strange how little he has from trade efficiency. He's indulgent, which is problematic, but yeah.
not ahead in Dip Tech because he didn't take it yet.
Yeah, and not the bonus from the VHS.
And no merchants.
Okay, we can go to your country next.
Yes, no.
Shan, what's the
STT. No, SST.
SST. So you finished cleaning up basically the Khmer and Ayutthaya. You formed the Shan. Are you going to form Angkor or not?
Already did.
Oh, you have the Angkor IDs? You have the Angkor
Formed
IDs.
Anchor and then took Shen for the NASA color.
Madman. Quality, quantity, eco, so pretty standards. The Angkor ideas very strong. Moral and
Yeah.
30% manpower as a starting. 5% discipline to finish, prestige and ID cost. ID cost that early, it's very strong.
I mean, you form it with Tech 10.
They have the elephants with gun elephants. Best description ever. Thank you, Crediax. 15% cavalry combatability, cavalry fire. So cavalry fire is, well, I mean,
Very strong.
situational to say
Very,
the least.
very strong. Trust me, like those ideas, like if you can use the Cav, they're one of the best.
Yeah, actually, 2.5 cavalry fire then. Yes.
They've like compared the infantry to Cav, not with the pips for the moment, just from the fire damage
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shock damage.
3.5
Infantry
against
has
1.9.
1.95
Yeah.
total damage. Cav has 3.5.
Yeah.
Like
And with
nearly
the-
double.
And 4.5 with the +1 you have.
No, it's already +1. It's
Oh,
0.5
okay,
base.
okay.
So those Cavs are insane.
So yeah, and cavalry combat ability,
Yeah.
it's always nice, especially with quality, because well, you get another 10%. 10% dev cost, always extremely strong. Diplo annex, well, quite nice when you have a lot of people around you.
Yeah, I goofed up my annexation of the Hindu vessel because I formed Anchor and
Yeah.
instantly integrated in next month tick, which I was planning to do.
Yeah.
But I couldn't enforce religion on him to
Oh,
get the H
yeah.
objective.
And now
Uh,
he doesn't like you. Yeah.
No, it's not
It's
a
not this
sound.
one?
It was the one in the south, Champai. I already
Okay.
integrated that one.
Okay.
Also, Koch is not the vessel of me. It's the subject interface is bug.
Mhm.
Because I forgot to have 20% integration cost reduction.
Yeah.
So I goofed that one up. But yeah, could have saved a little bit more dip and a little bit more.
Yeah.
Spender.
And so you are theocracy, and you get the +1 devotion, which is nice, and +1 absolutism, which will be useful. Tech cost is good, especially with the ID cost. That's with the ID, dev,
If-
and tech cost, you have a lot.
Basically, you have all the mana modifiers. You have tech cost, you have idea cost, and you have dev cost.
You are playing with the money strat. When do you want to start building up the crown land?
Next
in
session.
80? Yeah.
I have 61. No, I think 61 is the last time I will sell land.
Okay.
Because then I will make a big dev cycle.
Yeah.
And start ceasing. So I
Mhm.
will be at. I calculated roughly. I will be at 40 crown lands after I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
You already deved a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you already have good dev land
Yeah.
in some
The
places.
whole Shan Hills dev to 20 because I wanted to flip Shan without destating too much.
You could
So-
accept a bit more.
Yeah,
Or convert
I'm
them.
culture flipping.
Okay.
Also
the
got
Eng-
training tropical wood. So
Mhm.
with my plan, I hope I get it done next session. I get another 15% dev cost reduction.
Ah, fucking bastard! You're getting paid by Great Britain.
He needed to pay me because otherwise his fleet might have died.
Very decent force limit. Very nice manpower. Basically, you are able to fight with in the same category as the Indians. A little bit stronger even than some of them. The economy.
Yeah, I have lots of discipline.
Economy
because,
is a bit behind, but you can definitely fight. Definitely fight well.
Also, I
Uh,
can get 10% more morale for my what's it called?
Government.
Government reform.
The six.
because-
Which one is it? Is it this one?
Tier 3. Tier 3.
Tier 3. Oh yeah.
I picked the dev one.
Yeah.
I'm greedy at the moment.
Well, it only costs 25 to shift during
Yeah,
a big
so
war. So
doesn't really matter.
if you remember to do it, then
Yes.
then it's good. And yeah, so theocracy is really strong. You are a little bit late in these techs, but it's not really problematic as long as you don't go more than 3 techs behind. And
I will triple tech up in admin. So
yeah,
I
for
will
the
be
for
at
the manufacturer.
13, 13, 13 come next session.
Yeah.
Because if you just press on taking up on admin,
Yeah.
like it costs nothing with 7%.
Yeah, for
cost modifier.
433. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm planning that somebody takes admin
You can
13,
nearly
14.
take twice already.
triple. I can triple tech.
Yeah, next
I
session.
can get a spy network triple tech, and
Yeah.
I will wait to embrace the institution.
Yeah.
Just definitely meantime, I will take the militech, of course. Now. And just eat the 7% penalty.
Yeah.
And then
And
do
keep the rest
nonsense.
for later. Yes. In terms, there is still a little bit of autonomy, probably because you are at 5% crown land, so it doesn't tick down a lot.
No. I've ticked down. I can be at 0 crown land and it still ticks down.
Okay.
I've minus, I think, 0.4, 0.5 modifier.
Do you guys prefer large cast or small cast iron? There was a
Doesn't
debate.
matter.
I prefer large cast usually.
Before Militech 16, okay, look, I know everyone's like, oh, cannons, but bro, before Tech 16, I think cannons have such little impact, it actually does not matter.
Cannons are more relevant at Tech 7 than at Tech 13 and 16.
Because of the pips of the infantry, yeah.
Yeah, because the pips generally worse, and the raw damage increase is like very important for early game wars. But realistically speaking, you always want cannons. Like it doesn't matter what.
Yeah,
what
it's
tech,
always
you
better
just
to
want
have them than
cannons.
not have them. But in terms
Yeah.
of economy, it's not really worth it to have them.
Yeah.
Especially like at Tech 9, when your infantry has the fire pips, the cannons are completely worthless.
No, it's still they still did a lot of damage.
Well, they
Because-
do a lot, a little bit, but like it's one fire pip,
It's a half fire pip
and yeah.
because in the back row.
But yeah, for the cannons, I often hesitate between the two of them. Usually I take the large ones because I value defensive morale and well, offensive fire, so I like it.
It doesn't matter. That's my opinion.
But at least at Tech 16, and then after there is no
Yeah.
debate. Okay. So Malaya, finally the
buildings are nearly done. That's one thing. I have
What?
lots of buildings.
Oh
That's the only
yes.
thing.
So
No manufacturers yet because I had to take a way to take for the tech.
okay, a little, not that many.
Yeah,
regiments.
all of the barracks already built were like 1K barracks. So
Yeah, up there, okay. And workshops, basically the central part, the part you deved is done.
everything which is devs has already.
And you
buildings.
made quite a lot of temples, which is okay. Actually, I like temples.
I'm considering building them. They're so good. They're so good.
Well-
Especially as a bureaucracy where I get an additional 25% tax.
Yeah.
No. Tax is never no.
But it's like when you build a temple here on
Tax is my biggest income share.
here, you take only 50
And
years
I don't
to.
have
That's
even lot of
because you
temples.
mismanage your economy, bro.
They are already paid for, like these temples. It's only 50 years to pay for it. So it's really like it's an investment, and if you keep the
I will
province for more
probably
than 50
build
years,
all of the
it's-
temples which I have. I want buildings. I want money building, barracks, and manufacturing.
Regimental comp is really strong as well.
Uh,
I mean,
again, it's a
cut
money
off.
modifier.
You make more money spending the same amount of cash on conquering the Indonesians.
I can't
Why can't you?
Because there is
because
a
I can't
bigger-
cross and I can't get to
You
step
can
hit range.
because first of all,
You
Brunei
are
invasion-
allied with Vijay and Nak.
No, Brunei will come back.
So basically,
Like-
you cannot go
And
west.
I
you
can't
can-
go west. I can't go north.
North is really strong, so there is only that, and there is not enough war score for
And I
you
can't.
to. Yeah.
Like I was at war with Malaya. That's the reason why I couldn't recover that much this session because I couldn't step hit him out. That was the issue.
And
Oh,
so
but-
as response, you made 20 heavies, right?
Byzantic
No,
and,
because
spe-
he has naval ideas and I have. He has Malayan ideas and he has naval ideas. There's no way I can beat his navy. Your stream crashed? I
No, no,
think?
no. Krediax and Byzantic were talking by written since like 2 hours,
Oh,
and I
you read
just
chat?
looked at the
Oh.
chat. So Malaya starting to make a little bit of
Oh,
money.
sorry, critics, I didn't see you.
Finally a little bit of money. Don't scroll up. Okay. Well, I will scroll up. I will read everything. Yeah. Also, one day Isver will look at stream chat. No, never. I have a second screen. I took the connecting and it doesn't work. So that's the reason why I really need to like install my second screen. It will be pretty practical someday. Finally, Malaya is making a little bit of money. He finished expansion and naval. He is working on maritime. He still doesn't have trade. Like, how can you not have trade as Malaya?
Because he needs he won't have trade till Tech 8 in. Because he has to pick quality ideas next.
Yeah,
If he doesn't pick quality ideas, he will lose.
yeah, we'll lose against GB.
Yeah.
Basically, he lost his ally. But Malaya is a very
665. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Look at the air too.
I was in Great Britain.
Yes, but I think she's scripted.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
she's.
She is, and
It's-
the,
it is
the,
better
the
first.
air is really strong as
Okay. Lol.
well. Decent dev, force limit. Well, obviously not the best since two ID groups are towards the navy. I'm not
It's-
even sure he can beat. Like in terms of quality, I don't see him winning against the English.
You mean land-wise?
No, on the seas.
Yes, they can if they know what they do, because they have the same military naval quality.
Morale is 438 for GB.
It's 6
Oh yeah,
because he got the 20% modifier, temporary modifier, and 10% ship durability from.
yeah.
Yeah.
Naval reform 20%. Yes.
And he has 100% naval tradition.
Yep.
So that's another 25%. So regarding the two things which
And
can be fixed
35%
is the-
heavy ship compatibility, and for Malaya,
it's 30%. It's 20% from naval, 10% from the.
so yeah, basically it's the well, the heavy ship is pretty much the same, but morale is very different.
Yeah, the morale is 0.6 difference from the event, so it's 5.3, and then the nada is the 70% difference between naval tradition. So
Yep.
if he can get his naval tradition up, he has equal morale with Great Britain, and then it's a game of numbers and who controls it better.
Yeah. But in terms of economy, England already has twice his income, so
Yeah, of
he
course.
will have more. He will have more. And in terms of naval limit, 116, and GB probably more than that.
Then that's a pure economic modifier.
Yeah.
Just an example, I'm playing Alaska and other MP right now. I'm 340 over my force limit. My
Yeah.
naval force limit is 400. I have 40 ships. Doesn't matter.
And they have pretty much the same amount of half heavies at the moment. So England will win because he has more naval tradition, so better.
Yeah.
But
He needs to fix his naval tradition, and he needs to hope that the event runs soon out.
yeah, at the next war he needs it.
Yeah.
Brun-
And he needs to get tip tech and mil tech.
Brunei
next one, I think.
basically died. I would say he lost all the main island. He still has the Philippines, but it's not the best. And that will be really strong to recover from that. And Malaya took.
In my opinion, Brunei can be recovered rather easy, as stupid as it may sound, because as soon as Great Britain loses the 20% from the naval reform.
Yeah, if they manage to block him, but
No, they don't need to block him. They just occupy it and get ticking.
the best thing
And-
would be to let rebels occupy it and just kill, like, keep the war, let the rebels
Yeah,
occupy
kill the
it,
troops
and kill
let
the troops
rebels
if they
occupy,
come.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
turned back.
I don't think he can get that much war score from it. There are probably not that many forts. Like,
No,
yeah, Britain destroyed the forts, and so
it's 40% ticking.
yeah, 40% ticking, and maybe like 10% from, not more than 5% from occupation.
No, it's
So you
it's
cannot
more.
even stab it for that.
He can get in stab hit range. I'm quite sure.
Yeah, but like for two provinces at a time.
It's reconquest.
Yeah, but
It's 50%
Wait,
discount.
If you
how
let
much
the
does
rebels do
max
their
war
job,
goal give in this mod?
40.
40.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they can't force peace. No way. How?
Sure.
These provinces are like, it's nothing occupying that. It's without any
Yeah,
fort,
it's-
without
and
anything.
and think about all the UK allies. Like, okay, even if UK was alone, that is not 10%, bro.
Yeah.
No chance. That is never
Yeah.
10% war score on UK.
I think. Like I would need to test it, but I'm quite
But
confident that he can.
ever do you get
but
10%
declaring
war score?
and just sniping the troops and let the rebels occupy, and that will give it back to you very soon. Doesn't take any policies. Why not? Probably.
Because he was brain dead.
Yeah, that's possible.
Because we
Expansion,
left it before the end of the session.
naval quality, a little bit late in quality, a little bit late in tech as well. So that's not very good. It's up to
The
date in
big issue
admin.
is like his navy doesn't matter. The only navy
Yeah.
which matters in the
Is Malaya, yeah.
Southeast Asia against Great Britain is Malaya.
Yeah. Like the
Because he
morale
has
is
no
not
naval
there.
modifiers in his national ideas.
No navy tradition, no heavy combat, heavy ship compatibility. So basically, no navy at all. And investing a whole ID group to not be able to fight is expensive. He managed to colonize a little bit. He has 300 dev. He should remove that once you're not in the first age, except if you have a lot of mercenaries. The economy is not the strongest. Still has loans, 2k loans. It will take some time to pay up, especially if he colonizes at the same time. He's not making any money. Force limit is quite small, and like naval force limit, England has more heavies than his force limit, so he cannot compete at all.
Like his navy doesn't matter.
Yep.
I still don't understand what they tried to achieve there, because they went all expansion first, which is horrible. They killed off Taiwan, which is with Malaya the only two techs which can compete with Great Britain.
I mean,
So, yeah.
when you are playing an alliance and you want it to last, you need to separate the tasks. If some are going naval, others have to go either money making or land battles. Everybody going naval makes no sense at all, and it's
Especially since nobody down there has any land ideas.
typing. The income is not the strongest, but a lot of production. Quite early, he shifted already from tax to production. He has 700 dev. Okay, the force limit is completely good. The manpower is there as well. Should take another rival. He can invite Dalai Lama.
You don't want that.
I don't know. I never
That's
played.
a horrible event.
Never played.
It basically says that your capital doesn't produce anything anymore,
Oh,
and
okay.
you get yearly prestige from it.
Okay. He has some cores to take back here, but he has a lot of land to eat in northern China, since Oirat is dead and PRC is dead as well. He fed his vassal, I think, PRC land, and he's still possibly hugboxing with Hong Kong. He's allied with Timurids against China and with Xinjiang against the Manchu PRC that possibly is just Manchu anymore.
Yeah, PC had left
Yeah.
last session.
And Xinjiang is the phoenix of the East. Like he was only down to 2 states, and we'll look into it, but it's probably very strong. I like that Felix got his small thing.
It died, it got revived, it died again, it got revived again.
Yeah.
I think it already got integrated like 2 times.
Is a theocracy. There are a lot of forts, probably, all in defensive terrain. So really a pain to invade this country. You don't want to go there. It's going to be long, tedious, and painful. The
easiest route to invade him is via Indochina.
probably yes. Less forts, but you still arrive to hills and highlands quite soon.
Also, you can attack his money-making machine in Hong Kong.
Yeah, targeting
Yes,
Hong Kong is probably
What
the
are
way
his
to
dev ratios, like tax reduction?
go. Probably, he exploited the tax. He exploited all the tax. He has prod. And
I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, me neither. It's too early.
No, it's not about being too early. It's about he is a theocracy. He can base plus 25% from being a theocracy.
Yeah, and there is a
And
lot
then
of
he has
land
always happy
in which he cannot build.
clergy. So it's just being a theocracy plus 45% tax.
Yeah, and there is a lot of land in which he cannot build anything because it will take a lot of time to dev these mountains to 20. It will be long and it will be tedious.
Also, it's
And,
livestock and grain. The dev from it,
Yeah,
yes, the increase in
And
trade
tea.
power is valuable, but like
there is a lot of tea.
Of
And
course,
a
like,
lot of grain.
deep deving tea is awesome, but like deep deving grain,
But tea is not that good either. Like it's
you want the leader bonus. And he has the production bonus,
what does it do?
advisor cost.
Oh yeah, but
Oh, he
I don't
doesn't.
think he has it. No, he doesn't have it at the moment. But he has very good mission tree. The tag is really strong. The ideas are top tier. Construction cost, advisor cost, monarch mill skill, so that's very good thing. Land leader shock, yearly army tradition, tolerance of the true face, artillery fire in late game. That's going to be really strong. Discipline.
It's stronger early game than late game.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because definitely because it's flat bonus.
Yeah.
So discipline, dev cost. So basically the 2 best modifiers you can get, and moral of armies. So extremely strong set. Plus it's a theocracy, so he has.
The only thing
high
is
discipline
lacking is
moral.
manpower and force limit in his ideas.
Yeah, but he
deved that one
he can,
because he bought like 11 show strength.
he has only 266 manpower, but I think he built. He sold a lot the crown land. Not that many barracks. I'm surprised. I would have.
He has barracks everywhere he deved.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And some manufacturers are coming, and he built quite a lot of workshops, so that's good. And I don't think he built the temples. They are inland. He conquered later. But overall, a strong nation. He's facing a strong hug box, but he can definitely do something. And he's starting to be big on the map. Hong Kong. Hong Kong, no army. He is playing the traditional money-making game. He's knowledge sharing to Munster. Okay. He sold it to Taiping first, but then not to Xinjiang. So that's a little bit strange. He decided to sell it to.
I mean,
Munster.
Monster makes way more money than
Yeah, but
Sichuan, so it makes more sense.
I mean, he could have sold it to Zhejiang first and then to Munster. Munster
No,
won't
no,
have
no,
it.
no, no. You want money. You want money.
Yeah, yeah. He has money. Like I think he's the one with the deepest pocket we saw today. Most of his income is from trade, obviously. He went expansion, trade. So he started colonizing basically the islands a little bit in Australia as well, and he arrived in Alaska and California. So he will go. He will go there. He has still some missions to do, not that much. He is allied to Brunei and Malaya, but he has a deal with Taiping. So he backed.
Yeah, it's getting guaranteed by typing, basically.
Yeah, but they have a trade
Agreement. Yeah.
trade agreement. So as long as they have it, I think Spiel wants to keep him around. But he backed the wrong the wrong horse against the English, and that's going to be a problematic.
The thing is, Hong Kong will die.
Yeah,
Like, if typing doesn't get stopped, like both Hong Kong and Sichuan will die, because Spielberg wants to form the super formable.
he doesn't have any. Like he could definitely build manufacturers everywhere. He built
Yeah.
the workshops and the temples, so why no manufacturers? Doesn't make sense. And
He probably doesn't have the tech for it yet. That's the issue.
well, he has a
Because
tech
it's
for some of
Tech
them.
16.
He can with the money he's making, he can get one manufacturer every year, like
no, like,
more than
I
me.
know, but like, I think it just unlocked the manufacturing
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
because it's like locked behind tech.
No, he's okay in tech. He got them
No,
like
he-
13 years
The
ago.
manufacturers were locked behind tech.
Yeah. But he had the first manufacturers are Tech 11, so he got them like
Yeah, but it's just silk and cloth.
nearly
Does he have
25.
silk and cloth?
He has none, but he has like so iron and copper,
Okay, that's Miltech.
and these ones he could have made them like 30 years ago. So maybe not there because it's not worth it, but here it's okay.
That's the naval supplies. Like you have to check where
Oh,
those are
how do you
because
have-
you just loaded the game, right?
Yeah.
So the game treats everything at 0 autonomy right now for every calculation.
Yeah.
So also like for manpower and that stuff. His numbers might be like, just wrong. So that it
Oh.
might not be worth it to build those manufacturers at the moment because they're like in America, in Australia, whatever. Because he doesn't get any benefits out of it.
He has trade deals with a lot of people actually. So in Malaya, in Vijayanagara, here in Brunei, he's going. Well, he had land in the Cape, not anymore. But I mean, I think Indians kinda want him around because how much is he boosting the production? Probably not that much, not at all actually, not at all. So they could kill him. Is he still a plutocracy? Probably. Great Republic is no, he's an oligarchy.
But do you know the
Yeah.
real strength of trade companies, though? Every state you're in, you give that state a 15% debt cost. So, like, you don't even have to give promises to the trade guy that has trade in it. You just have to give random shit promises in every state. So he makes the building for 15%
Yeah,
debt
it
cost.
applies to the whole state. Same with the
Which
the
one?
tier 3 investment, which reduces autonomy floor, gets applied to the whole trade node. So it's just like one guy needs to build it. There's some other stuff you can do which are kind of wonky.
Oh yeah, this one. Yes. Okay. But he hasn't done it yet. So yeah. And
He just wanted the province, and Barmanis didn't mind,
and
so he got it.
no, it's Vijay.
Yeah, but it was former Barmanis.
Yeah.
We
And,
Barmanis sold those provinces to Vijay.
And he got the center of trade for not much. And I mean,
So-
if he was a plutocracy, it would definitely make sense like because he would boost the goods produced for everyone, and in India, having the goods produced boosted is a lot of money, but because he's an oligarchy, I don't see the interest of keeping him around.
You
But
can
the-
just flip back later.
The reason I mentioned this is okay. So
No, he
Spielberg will
can't
annex it
actually
eventually.
become a
But-
plutocracy.
Imagine if he has to move Hong Kong out of China, so that Spielberg can give him random provinces in China for the debt cost.
Yeah, it can be strong. Yeah. But for him to be able to set a trade company, it needs to be like far away from his homeland.
No, it
no,
doesn't.
no, no. If go to map mode, super region I think it's called,
Super region, yeah.
or
It's the
subcontinent.
no, yeah, geographic. No,
It's-
subcontinents. Subcontinents is fine. You're wrong. Wrong one. If
Mm,
you're outside of the China subcontinent,
no, colonial and
can-
trade region. Yeah.
you,
this
you,
one.
you no.
Tra-
Subcontinents. That's the wrong one. Subcontinents, yes. When you're outside of your subcontinent, in this case China, you can make TCs in China. That's why, for example, as a Teutonic Order, you can make trade companies in Western Europe because the capital is in Eastern Europe.
So all they gotta do is move Hong Kong to like the island province in Korea. They can put him somewhere useless, and then he can make the entire world except Korea into trade company.
Yes, the Nippon trade node. I don't know the Nippon, but the Nippon part, de facto. So
No,
it's
I
the
think
same thing as
Japan-
if I move my capital to India, like into Assam, Bengal node. I can TC all of Burma and Siam because it's overseas. Yeah, quotes.
Okay, I will look at Xinjiang. So I think he grew a lot from like compared to the start of the session. He was back at 200 dev. He now he's at nearly 600. So yeah, that changed a lot. He more than doubled his income. His force limit is now 140. So really strong. He has quite a lot of mana saved up, so he's probably waiting for the institution to take it, even though he's going to overflow in Diplo, but he can dev, there is no problem there. He probably, well, he has a navy, why? I mean,
He is in Japan.
yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, he's invading Japan and Shimazu.
Shimazu has in theory naval ideas. They took naval ideas, but no, they ditched it.
They
again.
ditched it, yeah.
Interesting. But, check out Japan.
Yeah, Japan has
Japan
3, yeah.
Okay, so what he saw was like the army sucks.
Yeah.
If he just builds like 16 heavies, he can land into Japan, and that was it. That is what he is doing. Like,
He has, yeah, 16, yeah.
yeah, he has 16 heavies. He's like one combat with, and the transports.
Yeah.
So Japan is absolutely screwed because you will take all the land in Japan now,
And
there's
he,
nothing.
he probably
they
has
can do
more
to stop
income
it.
than both of them combined. And he definitely have more force limit than both of them combined.
It's also like the poor military quality. He has 21
Yeah.
idea.
They don't have tech 13, either of them. He can take it whenever he wants. He finished his ideas.
He has more ideas than those two nations combined.
Yeah. And he has quality eco plus discipline here. So basically 120 discipline and nearly 5 morale when they probably don't have
Yeah.
discipline at all.
They have Shinto, that's it.
Yeah.
Also, can he pick trade ideas, please? Then he gets 40% goods produced.
Yeah, that would be strong. But Xinjiang, really strong set is as well, morale and improve relation. So having that extremely early in the game is strong because you can really blob a lot. Improve relations is often discarded, but to be able to blob your way into the AI's early game, it's really nice. And the morale early game, well, really strong. Force limit, good. Prestige is never bad. Diplo rep, it's nice because of the alliance limit. Siege ability.
It's relations, not rep.
Yeah, sorry.
So you
Diplomatic
can have
relations.
more
Yeah,
allies.
yeah. Siege ability, very very strong. Like being able to make the siege go faster, it changes a lot, especially in multiplayer. Advisor cost very strong, infantry fire very strong, and discipline very strong. So really strong set.
Yeah.
Still didn't pick the missions. He started building the crown land a little bit early, if you ask me. But he
I
has
mean, the Indians already there, but
he has the buildings. Oh, he could make a little bit more. He doesn't have manpower anymore. He's 15k in debt. So the war against the Japanese is not that easy. He still doesn't have any loans, but
you know what happened in the war, by the way?
no, come on.
Okay. So, the
Good
reason
general.
he started the war was because when Brunei attacked Great Britain, Japan entered that war.
Okay.
So, while Japan's navy was down fighting Britain,
he
that's
landed.
when
Yeah.
Zhang,
He
landed.
arrived and took
Right.
the
Also,
strike.
Japan lost
But-
all of his heavies. He has
Right,
no navy
but,
anymore.
But then
Oh, he has 20.
Brunei
Japan has 20.
unconned to UK, and then they could bring their navies back, and they could beat the Zhejiang navy. So
Mhm.
then all the troops he had on the island was the ones you're gonna have, and then once he occupied one province, he could recruit more. But so basically he was he was forced to reinforce the landing by recruiting mercs on the spot, which is really expensive.
Yeah.
Is Confucian actually good now? Like I see that he,
It's buffed. It's probably not as good as Shinto or other, but you don't get the free flip.
like typing went Vajrayana, but the
Yeah,
other
he's
two
Vajrayana by at this game
stayed
start.
Confucian, so it must be not that bad if two of them.
I mean, Confusion gives you 10% morale at 100% harmonization and 5% discipline at 0.
taxed,
He will lose all of
combined.
those reforms when he forms another nation.
Mhm.
So, also has 0 meritocracy, so typing's advisors cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah. And Xinjiang is an empire
He starts as emperor rank.
and a plutocracy actually. Okay. We can look at Manchu.
Let's look at the Japanese guy.
Japanese
because
first?
he is fighting in the war. To see how they are faring compared to
So,
no loans, no
3-star
manpower.
general is going to work its magic. The Japanese are attacking in the mountains. They are so we don't see everyone because there is another stack of Japan there, so it's more 50k than 30 here. They are losing a lot of money, 128 every month. When you're making only 20, that's a lot of money.
6 loans a month.
Yes.
Sorry, 6 times the total income, so 1 loan a month.
no!
They are losing 1 loan every month. Yes, and 6 times.
Oh, they will
income.
go bankrupt in 2 months.
So they have the war tax. They have 42 loans. They cannot take much more. That's not going to be pretty at all.
Can you check
It's
how?
twice over force limit, like
they have to
77
be.
over 31.
Because the troops suck so much.
Yeah.
Also, can you check out the?
But look at that, like this, just consolidate it. Like you're staying
Yeah.
over force limit for nothing at all, and these guys just delete
No,
them.
it's mercs. It's mercs. He can't consolidate the mercs.
No, the
No,
regulars.
It's the same. Like it's a little bit, but mercs is the thing.
Just by doing that, it's only it's 14
No,
14 ducats.
Look at the expenses. Upkeep was 120 before.
Yeah, but
So
that's
he's
11
saving-
ducats a month by just consolidating four
Okay,
troops.
Yes, it's better, but he's fucked regardless. Like,
Yeah, he's fucked. Yeah, he's
He
dead.
can't sustain it. Also, why is his gold mine only on 4 death?
It spawns quite late, to be fair.
Yeah,
It
but-
spawns with event. There is
Six
no. It's not said.
It doesn't show it, but like it should be 10 death already.
Yeah,
because
and-
it starts as copper, I think, and copper's a good trade good. I don't understand those Japanese.
And how is that so low? I mean, it's good culture, good religion. It should be higher than that.
He has no prosperity.
Yeah.
He has no. He's
No
not a 10
buildings.
death. He has probably a minus goods produced modifier at the moment
Mm.
because
No, yeah.
he doesn't.
Oh yeah,
It's
because
not
of the war
production, it's goods
exhaustion.
produced.
Yeah, war exhaustion. Yeah,
Yeah. So
goods produced minus 25%. So yeah,
he
they are going to
he
lose this.
has. Can you check out the estates for a moment? Does he have the minus interest per annum? from the
He has yes, he has it. He has it, but he doesn't have the. Oh yeah, he has the free loans.
There is a chance that he goes bankrupt before the battle finish.
That is actually possible. Yes. How much more can he take?
4 loans.
4 more. Yeah.
It's 4 months.
No, I mean he can. Yeah. 5 months, I think. 5 months.
No,
So,
you
battle will be
overestimate
finished.
how long these Japanese will fight.
But-
They can get stack wiped in less than a month.
The thing is,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Shimazu will die on this one because Sejong can take basically all of Korea. He can release Korea and feed
No,
it.
no.
No cores.
He,
Oh,
he
no,
won't
no,
take
Korea.
Korea because Korea is easy stuff to take.
Yeah, he will take this
islands.
island. Yeah,
He will
this
take
island.
all of mainland China, Japan. Mainland island.
I mean, these 2 states are really nice because easy to secure and then you can cross easily. The question is, so Shimazu will die, but will Japan die with him? That's like will they? Will
My
this be-
bet is yes, because both are absolutely
So how
burning
how
bags
dire
of
is the
garbage.
situation?
I'm sorry.
He's losing less money, only 15 loans out of a total 72 loans that he can take. The interest per annum are 273, so quite nice actually.
I don't understand it.
He doesn't. How is that so low? How interests interests. Oh, revanchism. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And control over monetary policy. So he has this one as well. And revanchism probably against Manchu.
Yeah.
Who is it? Oh no, possibly against GB.
No. It was GB with Brunei.
Yeah, possibly if
Yeah,
Brunei,
it was
Brunei
GB,
gave
Brunei
100%, so then revanchism applies to allies as well. So he is
He's
also twice over force limit. Both of them combined make 50 ducats a month, while Xinjiang makes 80, and they have force limit
Bless
of thanks of 70 combined, while he has 120 or 130.
The more telling point is, Sichuan didn't take a single loan.
Yeah.
Shimazu goes bankrupt in 5 months.
Yeah.
Japan,
But to be fair, they still have manpower.
it doesn't matter. That's the ugly truth. It doesn't matter.
That means that they overmarked too early in the war, and it cost
No,
them.
the army quality is so bad that they had to go over. Like, the income of Sichuan is so far better, and the army quality is so much better. Like, they had to go all in. But after going all in and losing, there's no point of return.
What is
They
he
can't
keeping?
recover from that point.
Is he keeping? He is keeping this one. Okay. Yeah. Well, these missions are not the strongest.
It's
So
I,
yeah.
I don't know how 2 nations with so much combined death, like they have 600 or 700 death.
Yeah.
2 nations make less money than me as Shun, who has
So
the same amount of death.
Xinjiang
And
alone
I'm a scuffed nation.
is 580, and both of them. Shimazu is 300, and Japan is 328. So they have more death than him.
Yeah, they have 50 more death,
Yeah.
and they're like, even if you suddenly merge both countries into one,
They will still lose a lot.
yeah. I just don't understand that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Maybe there are new players in MP. Like,
But exploration
it's-
as Japan. Why? And like it's not like he took Kamchatka and everything, but no, not even.
that doesn't matter.
I mean, that was for the meme of colonizing Alaska, which he did. And he has a small colony here, but Hong Kong is everywhere around, so Hong Kong will benefit from it very soon, I would say. And now Manchu is coming back.
Yeah,
I think
Like,
yeah,
let's take into Manchu.
yeah,
because
Manchu has a lot of cores to take back. So Manchu will benefit from that because actually his allies are dead, but he will be able to feast on the corpse of the PRC, and now he will be able to feast on Japan and Shimazu. So Manchu is not out. Well, his economy is
I was surprised that he.
the
Yes.
economy is not
Check out his average autonomy.
Wait,
In-
did Manchu have a core on Ainu?
Dame.
No, check the average autonomy,
yeah.
not the local autonomy. The average.
Oh,
autonomy. Now you understand why he is so damn weak.
Oh, that's painful to watch. Like only one
was-
sixth of his country. is-
Percentage checked in the session, he was at 94% at one point.
Only 5% of the country is used. Like that makes no sense. He has
He gains like why the autonomy went down was because he conquered land from PCR
yeah.
and not because of anything else.
Yeah.
Like,
This land is actually
Manchu
the less autonomous.
It's in a worse spot than Japan, and they don't know how is this possible.
Yeah. The he has 500 dev, but basically it's worth 30 or 40 dev in inefficiency. He has a force limit of 28, so well, it's cav. It's take 12 cav with quality finished. Yeah, no, he can't even int. Like last session, Krediak said he can int. He can at least kill someone, but no, he can't. Like
He can kill somebody. The somebody is himself, Japan, and Shimazu.
yeah. If he tries to int Xinjiang, it's going to be a smash. Like he will destroy. But at least, as Byzantic is saying, he has a lot of cores, so he will be able to take this fairly easily, and he can still expand into Oirats, into PRC, and then into.
I'm
Two
honestly
weeks.
thinking if you give Munch like 100 years of peace, like give him Korea, give him all of his cores back, give him Oirat, and give him 100 years of peace.
He will still die.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that he is touching Europe, so not
Yeah.
all Manchu can say that they went up
You
to
don't
Genoa.
even want to conquer that land because it has 100 autonomy.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. This land is worth nothing. Like, you don't gain money, you don't gain manpower. There is no point in having this land. He has 1, 2, 3,
Imagine
4.
the ultimate Genoa versus Manchu 1-on-1.
Genoa wins, I think.
I don't know who would win at that point because Manchu has at least like horde years,
Yeah.
like it's a horde with quality, but he can't even afford his own troops.
Yeah.
What is his crown land at the moment? Because Basantic said that he didn't realize how
14.
low crown land works.
14. Well, at
Yeah.
least he has the mil mana, which is the. But he doesn't have. Oh, damn. Take this one.
Wait, how did you even get nobility?
It's
in the mod. But
Oh.
in his nation, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces that are worth something. Everything else is garbage.
That's why hordes are kinda interesting, because
And
if you
he's
get to
using-
100% crown land and give noble 70% crown land as Church and culture, you basically get plus 100% manpower, because
Oh, this
tribes
is so sad. This
He's-
is
and
so
yeah,
He's trying to reduce.
No.
He's trying to reduce
No,
autonomy,
no,
but
no.
it's still going up so much. And
And
yes,
his corruption too,
16
Jesus.
corruption. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, the nation is not in a good spot. I like that's new, no? The centralized banner thingy. Oh no, you still
no,
have
you
to
can just build. No, cancel. Cancel. No, don't. Stop.
just kill them.
No, go to the interface, army build interface.
Yeah.
Press B. No. Just build troops, like how you build
Oh,
troops.
okay.
So, and there you can build them.
Okay.
So no clicking around. Okay, in which state do we have 1 free left? You can just build them. Also, you can just build banner infantry, which is nice.
Oh, wait. Actually, because he's converting everything to Manchu, it doesn't matter what his force limit is.
Yeah.
Since-
Well, he can have more.
Yeah, it's banners.
He can have more banners than his force limit. That's nice. Okay, so we still have the.
That explains also why he has so much corruption. Cough.
Yeah, probably. We still have the new world to do, and among them, 4 very interesting nations. I will
We
start
have
with.
Münster.
We did
Unite.
Inca already earlier. I will start with Brazil because it's basically my favorite. Like me troll nations and me very smart. Like I'm really excited to see what he will do. In terms of income, 82, nearly 1/3 from gold. He had quite a lot luck from gold. He spawned 4 provinces, and all of them are devved to 10, 12, 12, and 6. So he's basically going to finish this one quite soon. He is okay in tech, a bit late in deep tech, but that's not really an issue at all. A bit late in ideas, but not that much. 19 ideas, so it will go as planned. Force limit is not the best as of yet, but income is there, so he will be able to build a nation. He already has more buildings than some European nations. And he built as well regimental comms quite early, some temples as well, but for the manufacturers he will have to wait a bit more, especially since
14
most of
and
his
16.
goods,
That's the problem. Like the Brazilian trade goods are very good, but they're locked behind tech 16 and tech 14.
Yeah.
Like
sugar,
plantations are
coffee,
16, which is coca, sugar, tropical wood. No, not tropical.
tropical wood. He can do
Tropical wood is mill is 16.
yeah, and he can do basically the fish. Yeah, at the moment he can do the fish and maybe the tobacco. No, tobacco is 14 as well. I don't remember. 14, yeah, tobacco is 14.
Yeah.
He has 1 loan, so not an issue. He could take better advisors. Like you're making plus 40 a month. Like go level 2 advisor. You can really afford it. In terms of religion, is Sunni. Is converting Catholics. He took Castilian, so I think he benefited from the death of Spain earlier. Well, the first Spain.
No, it was Portuguese.
It was Portuguese.
Oh, but why? Oh yeah, he expelled Galician and Castilian from there with the special. Okay, makes sense. In terms of trade, he's making 14. That's not very strong
The
yet.
trade
but,
node is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Because you have the Ivory Coast, and the Ivory Coast has insane pull power.
Yeah.
But
He already have two level 3, maybe even three level 3, but not in the best states. Only 4 here. Here 5 provinces, so that's good, and only 3 provinces here. So that's a little bit wasted, I would say.
he got
Like-
them upgraded.
Oh, through events, missions.
No, from events.
Okay.
There's like in expansion an event
Yeah.
which gives you +1
Yeah.
level, and then he just put it to level 2 and then upgrades it to level 3.
Okay. Well,
That's why that's also how you can get more than your
yeah,
number of merchants
definitely.
in level 3.
Where does this third merchant come from? Additional one. What is that? Is it government?
Uh,
Is it an event timed event?
no, it's could it be a TC? No, he doesn't have TCs. From expansion.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it will be a strong nation. It is already able to punch a bit, but it will definitely scale quite well. So it will be fun to watch. In terms of navy, he doesn't have much. Like he cannot do anything. And like, why do you need transport? It's not like you are going to go back to the old world anytime soon.
For me, it's
Why-
add
why
to
not?
UAR.
Why shouldn't he?
Yeah.
I think it would be epic if he goes back.
Yeah, but he can't. Like at the moment, he cannot fight UAR.
No, like he's
No,
allied.
imagine Brazilian volunteers for the year wars.
Oh yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
What if you
actually,
hire him? You should
United
hire him,
States, United States fought in Austria today,
yeah.
and that was fucking painful. Like, not really that they were strong or anything. It was just fucking annoying to see the Star Spangled Banner coming to my fucking mountains. Like it's the World War II. Like it's not the World War II. Go back to your fucking continent. You decided to exile. Stay there, and give syphilis to natives and leave me alone.
No, you should hire them. Hire the Americans.
Yeah, but they are too
Hire
cozy in the
50K
Commonwealth.
Brazilians.
They worked with Andrex since the beginning, and there is no way.
Not Brazil.
Oh, not yeah, Brazil not. Yeah.
You should hire Brazil, bro.
No, I will hire Congo to go fuck Andrex in the Cape, and that will teach him a lesson.
Yeah, but it's funnier if you get the Brazilians to fight the Americans in Europe.
Yeah, but I think that Brazilians will need to scale a bit because at the moment Munster, we will look at Munster just after, but I think Munster destroys them.
True.
Florida, 30 ducats a month, very very small force limit at the moment, probably.
Is he going naval?
Yeah.
Oh,
look at
quite a lot
devastation
of.
in
Yeah, he is going expansion Pluto maritime, and he is only one ID behind, so no real problem.
So he will get pick quality next, pitch plutocratic for naval,
Possibly.
and hope to form Alaska. Sounds good.
What can he
No,
form? He can form
wants
the
to stay
Irish
as Florida
nation.
for the
Oh
flag.
no, he's already Florida. Right.
Yeah. He wants the flag. He wants the Somali flag.
If he could form Ireland has good ideas actually. I like
Yeah,
it.
but not good pirate ideas today.
Yeah, he's a pirate
He's a
republic.
pirate.
Yeah.
So he wants
Oh,
He's
the
Orthodox
yeah,
pirate.
so he wants the Somali flag for the piracy.
He's a colonial
and he's
nation that is a
Irish
pirate.
Portuguese.
Ah,
Cursed breed.
And so he was given provinces from Arabia and Spain to raid, like Byzantium and everything.
I think that Brazil said that he was paying for 7 colonies at the same time.
Yeah.
So let's check. 1, 2, 3.
you can just
4,
tag into
5.
it and check it like this.
Yeah. Well, he's expanding a lot. He took the coast, like he said he would. Very nice chunk of coast, and he's basically only sharing with Inca, that is quite late, and England, that has a lot of enemies all around the world. So he has place to grow still. So Florida is playing Pirate Republic, and he took a fucking province in Sardinia, and he's pirating
So he
in
can raid all
Genoa,
of you.
and he takes quite a fair chunk there. Like he takes a lot. 15%. That costs nearly 15 ducats to the Italians every month with the small ships, and they can also raid coasts. So quite the annoying piece of shit, you know. Like he's playing it well, and it's working. So United States, tag USA, yeah, probably. He cleaned He cleaned the natives. Only Huron are left, and the other ones are for Munster, very probably. He still has a bit of coast to take and then fill up the gaps, but in terms of dev, that's
is Huron
already
colonizing? Because I think he left them alive on purpose.
possibly. He is colonizing at the moment. He has 3 colonists.
No, Huron.
Oh,
The native that he left alive, because he was at war with them. So why would he let them live if, like, what's their purpose?
yeah, he has a truce, but they were at war
Can you
with
check the
Munster.
idea search from Huron?
He has religious offensive espionage, so no, it's not
Okay, no.
colonizing. I don't know, maybe he's farming something.
Probably just misclicked.
Yeah. Yeah.
That can happen.
Well, they are not going anywhere. They have two provinces, so they cannot go away. He already have like 628 devs, so it's more than me as Austria. So a strong nation. Is playing the cozy coexisting game with Munster. No threat at all.
Is
Nobody is going
the
to war.
monster the player or monster?
What
Like,
the
is the
monster?
colony nation the player
Yeah.
or the?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you will see it's not the same quality of nation. Like one is quite a bit stronger than the other. The force limit is 64. He went exploration expansion, normal starting as a exiler, and then quality. He will probably soon ditch exploration. Like once you are there, you don't really need exploration anymore. And he's making a very good 75 ducats a month. 25 of them
25 from
is
subs.
subsidies from both Great
It's
Britain
a third from
and
his
Munster.
income.
But he's sending a lot of trade to the English Channel. He's transferring already 16 to the English Channel.
He should push it to the Gulf of St. Lawrence and them North Sea.
Yeah, but
down.
okay,
Possibly.
they're pretty lazy, because from what I understand, what they do is they use the diplomatic interaction to steer trade, right? So I think the merchants, they aren't optimal, they're like automated.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. By the way, Moloch, how is this feeling to absolutely murder those Japanese?
Yeah, we saw that it was quite filthy, like 1v2,
Yeah,
but
I surprised myself. So I landed
so
against
just
across the strait and recruited mercs.
th-
Problem
there
is, I
only,
didn't plan good enough, so the mercs had to go across the strait to the fort. So I just doom stacked onto it and hoped for the best, and the best happened in that they kept ramming their troops into me, and because they have no idea as the troop quality difference was good enough.
There is only one nation left, so I will finish with Munster, and then we go back to
Yeah.
Japan, and you tell us what happened. So it's CO1. Yeah, it's CO1. CO1 Munster. So 3.5k in the bank. Purple is probably waiting for the good manufacturers to spawn. He made not that many buildings, absolutely none. In fact, some like not much. But I think he's waiting for Tech 14 Diplo and Tech 14 admin to make all the good manufacturers. Income of 135, force limit of 85. He went expansion, quality, and then eco. So he already ditched.
He never had
exploration.
Exploration
Never
because
had
of the
it? Okay.
colonization.
So in terms of ideas, he can already dev quite more efficiently than the United States. He is a great power, 724, and he has his former overlord of Munster and Guamar as vassals. He has a lot of gold. He's making 70 from gold every month, so half of his income, which means quite a lot of inflation, but it's under control.
It's not it. If you want to see inflation, I can send you some screenshots.
I got pinged
We have,
23 times in general. Can you guys please stop? Like, stop, guys. It's making my head bang.
What?
They pinged me.
Just mute the server for
Yeah.
now.
In terms of
I didn't ping
IDs,
you.
that's good. And Monster
It's the
is
mod spamming him.
Monster
okay.
is going to be a monster. Like it's going to be. He needs to rename his nation to Monster because it's going to be extremely huge. No autonomy anywhere.
Can you be the colonial nation of a vessel?
the,
Yes.
the colonial nation of a vessel? No, I don't think so.
Yes.
Yeah, you should be able to.
If the vassal has a colonial nation, you can see this typically when Spain PUs Portugal with the mission.
Okay. And
Question: Why has Munster not formed Texas yet?
good question. So he can form basically everything. He cannot
He
form
needs to move his capital in Rio Grande. He can form it, but
Florida, Illinois.
there's no reason for it because the colonial nation ideas are better for like the best ideas for building up, basically.
Yeah, dev costs.
Like Texas also has dev cost, but it's
And
not only dev
construction
cost; it's construction cost.
Yearly
It's
tradition, yearly Republican
yeah.
tradition.
0.5.
Yeah.
And you get the
Construction
settling fees.
cost, ID cost, global settler increase, so really strong to build up. And then he will form Texas when he wants to fight.
Like there's no reason for him to form Texas at the moment.
Vermont is good as well,
No.
but it's not.
Vermont has
Texas,
15% morale, 5% discipline. The rest of the ideas are shit. Texas has better military modifiers, but also has 10%
And, yeah.
dev cost.
He's waiting for admin tech 14 to build all the sweet cocoa and also the cotton manufacturers. You can build
What you
7
can
of
do
them
in,
at the moment,
in Mexico
but
with
in
when
20
you
years
get
when it
admin tech
arrives,
14 is insane.
it will have a lot. And that will increase a lot the trade as well, which will make in turn Andrex extremely rich. So yeah.
I like that we banned player colonial nations,
Yeah.
and then we have player colonial nations.
Yes. The Commonwealth is really.
Technically meta alliance. But whatever.
So go back at Xinjiang. Tell us what happened. How can you beat the crap out of 2 players that easily?
Well, the first start is if you check out their ideas, they're non-existent.
Yes.
Between the 2 players, there's no complete idea groups.
So
So
Yeah,
ignoring the
between the
fact
2
that
players-
Zhejiang has an infantry fire, there's just a stark, drastic discipline and morale difference.
You have more
Because of-
ideas than both nations combined.
Yes,
Yes.
I've completed 3 idea groups.
yes.
And there's
So,
plenty.
And 2
Japan
of them are
sent-
military.
Japan sent its 22 heavies to go fight Bryn, while Shimazu kept his 3 heavies and 15 galleys home, which was not enough to defend against my 22 heavies, which later lost to Japanese, but I had 20 transports and landed, 23 transports and landed a 23 stack.
And
I then recruited mercenaries on the island and marched across.
And you build them after Tech 9, where
Yes.
their Caracs evolved or not?
Yeah, they were Carracks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sadly, I couldn't. I was hoping, since I had quality filled and he didn't only had like naval 2, that my heavies would beat the Japanese heavies, but the
Yeah.
naval tradition and the better admiral, it was very decisive.
Oh, actually,
I was
Katan,
winning on morale but losing my ships.
what
Yeah,
does
then you-
ship
like-
durability do?
You have to use the transport ships then.
I didn't
to-
want to commit. I should have probably just committed my transports to the fight
Yeah,
too. now that
because
I've won.
the reason for this is transport ships are very good at soaking damage.
Yes, they are very cost efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and
But-
since the damage allocation is semi-random, the more transport ships you have, the less damage your heavies take.
But I
So-
noted, I don't know why, in the very last battle before the fort fell, it seems like their morale suddenly tanked for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's one of them just has much lower morale than the other.
You mean army morale or naval
Army
morale?
morale.
I think maybe a modified run out.
So let's check.
One of them has lower morale than the other, I think, is what happened. And their troops arrived first. So it made the morale
Also-
bar look drastically.
Shima, I could be that they had.
Shimazu
new
has,
nerfs and
4.3,
they
so
didn't fully
actually-
recover.
Quite okay morale. And Japan has
I think it was a Merc stack, most likely.
Japan has less than 4 moral. So Shimazu has nearly 0.8 more moral than Japan.
Yeah, that's probably what happened then. Japan arrived first, and it just makes the morale bar look much worse on the first combat tick because you have all that fire damage happening, and then the Shimazu troops show up.
You have a little bit more than Shimazu, but not that much, but quite a lot more than nearly
It's
one.
the
Yes.
100 It's the 120 discipline with
Yes.
the infantry
Yes.
fire that
Yes.
really destroys them. Because I'm not using cannons.
And you're
Well,
not
I was using cannons, but they died. They got
You're not
sacked
even
because I
taking
sent
the
like
tech-
one combat stat to Korea and they got chased down.
you're not taking the Tech 13 while you could. And
I mean,
I'm not. I'm
Oh,
literally
that's-
just not using cannons. So
no, like
True.
that's Japan doesn't have Tech 13 yet, and artillery fire affects the damage your ship does. So you probably can just snipe the heavies.
that's true.
yeah, no, well, it's complicated. Like he has a
That
4-5
depends.
admiral.
I need to check. I wasn't checking if Majapahit was sending up his fleet or not. The worry here now
And
is I can
Majapahit, Malaya has like lost.
No,
Yeah, the
Okay.
worry here now is they consolidate the troop.
you
like,
cannot take the.
I don't
Japanese
know if
fleet.
I'll be able to get 100 war score now, because what my intent had been to take the mainland, and my landing meant I've only taken Kyushu. So between Korea and Kyushu, I'm not certain.
You need the turn off the eye, and
AI will pick that battle because they have more heavies.
Yeah.
Or won't. Okay.
and you need the transport ships. You need the transport ships.
What's going on?
Yeah, Malay. The problem is Malay. You need to turn off AI, or Malay is just gonna kill my navy.
Yeah, nice. Here it is.
Like,
But
you can't,
the problem is that the admiral is just actually it's looking quite okay
His
so far.
his extra combat whiff and the better admiral is winning.
no, the extra combat lift doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
you're
like,
losing the
it's
ships.
One
it's
extra
more
heavy
big.
doesn't matter.
Even with the tech, it's hard.
the pips matter.
My transports get in? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they arrived at the same time. But
Yep.
once you have the fort here, you don't really need more. But
You're beating 40k. With 40K.
yes. Well, that's the opposite from the admiral. Like you have the 5-5 general, while they don't have anything. What is the
Yeah, the
war
5-5.
goal?
I rolled a 5-5 general, which is nice, Steve.
Zenshu. Where is Zenshu?
But yeah, now I should have Kyushu uncontested.
Oh, it's there. It's
Question is if I can push past that and how much war score I'll get from occupying Korea.
well,
You get 40 from ticking.
Korea.
Yeah, I'll get
plus
40 from
that.
ticking. I'll get a lot from holding the Shimazu capital.
Yeah, and Shimazu
Also, he
is
has no forts, so that.
There's also the issue of Manchu started their own separate war, which
Please ignore Manchu.
Yeah.
It's so painful.
I didn't want to invite him to the war because like I didn't want to give him land. in
Shimazu
the
is
same war?
bankrupted.
I was
like,
expecting that you
in
just.
May.
Oh, they're just fucked then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
Shimazu goes bankrupt in
Look
4
at their
months.
economy.
Can you load the save, please?
Yes.
Because we passed like 4 months, and they dropped like 20 income, 5 income.
They
Which is-
at the start they make 20 and they lose 128 each month.
Why are they in? I guess he took debt to build heavies. Oh, they're over force limit. That's why they're losing
Yeah,
so
but
much money.
they are like
Turn off
They have
AI,
no
please.
force limit.
Turn off AI, please.
how do you do that?
AI. Console command AI.
And yeah, Iziko looks like that.
Yeah, okay, I see it. The Malayan troops are slowly arriving. He sent 10k over, but their troops won't save him. It's only
No,
the Navy
he
that
won't.
help.
Like he
The,
can.
the big thing, the weird thing to me was the Brunei actually unconning to GB there, because that just loses them Southeast Asia. Now he has wooden wall. Crediax didn't do it correctly though. He could have taken 2 more sea tiles, but with just 1 more province with wooden wall, but he didn't.
Yeah, Endrex, not Critics.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. Like they basically Brunei rage quit because they just that naval battle was agony. they first sent in the heavies from Brunei, who were like morale of naval spies are by far the worst. They had like 3 naval morale. Japan has 3.6, and Malaya has 5, if I remember correctly, or 4.9 around that. And Great Britain has 6 because of 2 events here currently is going on. So he sent the 3 Mirage heavies first in, then they sent the Japanese heavies in the same combat, and then the Malayan heavies. So what happened is that so many ships from Brunei were sunken that all of the navy had 0 ship morale, but still fleet morale. So they didn't deal any damage, and they lost like 50 heavies or 40 heavies because of that. Like, they did everything wrong, which you can do wrong as in a naval combat.
But going back to what I was saying, so my concern here is I'm pretty much won this war.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I hopefully can get 100% on Shimaji and force them to give me 100%.
If you can cross
The follow-up
from
though is they're
mainland-
probably going to beat down Manchu. Like, I just don't know how to save this Manchu. Like,
I
like,
said
it's-
it earlier. If Manchu gets like 100 year of just peace of all of Korea and all that, he will still die.
yeah,
He has
like
an average autonomy of 84.
most of his provinces are 100.
Yeah,
It's not even the best land.
it's not the best land. He has high autonomy. He's behind in tech. He's behind in ideas.
Meanwhile, I'm solely like all the provinces I got from rebels were at 90%, so those have been decaying down, and I've been deving them and getting to like an average dev of 20 across most of my provinces. And buildings. The buildings are a big thing. I've up so much manpower in force limit.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad though that I've built troops, so I don't have a manpower bank anymore. But yeah, 140 force limit now.
You're strong. By the way, what is your plan with with Spielberg?
Probably into India at least one more time.
Okay.
Just
Because
'cause-
like
Just
he
because
said-
it's like
he
it's a
said that-
big hug box, and I want to see the infantry fire do something. I think Spielberg, made the wrong call. He wanted us to push through the mountain forts. We should have pushed through the
you could only push through the mountain forts.
yeah.
Because I said to both parties I won't give you access. I'm neutral
Fair
in
enough.
this.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
Spielberg said in the stream today that he wants to unify China and form the super formable. So
He can't form it with. I think I have to go back to this.
you need to die. Hong Kong needs to die, and he needs to get Taiwan.
The biggest issue in him being stronger is he has way more manpower at the moment than
Yeah.
I do.
He has 190k, 180k max.
Yeah, but you don't have
Yeah, so-
you don't have much like mercs at the moment. You can like tap into
Yeah.
it a bit.
But it's like just having double the manpower and it is really nasty overall. But
Yeah.
otherwise, our force limit's pretty similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but your economy is better, and it's going. To
I will get stronger from taking
Yeah.
the Japanese stuff.
You,
if I
you
form-
you will scale way better.
What will you form?
I thought about forming PRC, but if he's taking the west side stuff, I actually can't complete the mission, so there's not much point.
You need.
You're gonna form Japan
You just.
I
need
actually,
4
for independent
provinces.
daimyo.
yeah, I thought about that, or just going theocracy straight up. Though independent daimyo isn't bad either.
Are
I don't even think I
the-
need to form Japan for it. I just need to be the right culture.
I don't know.
I'm not even
I was
sure
looking. I was
PRC
checking
is
though.
that
I
much
haven't
better.
checked the new Japanese
Because
missions.
like your national ideas are very good.
Yeah,
50% morale plus 1 infantry fire,
20%
33% land force limit, and PCR is like, meh.
There is Dev
I
Cross.
don't really like them. Like, the dev cost is the only thing I.
Yeah, there is well, 10% ICF, 5% morale, 15% shock damage received.
Yeah,
is-
there's no
is
way.
really
There's
small.
no way I abandon this idea set.
No.
Like, it's just like 33% land force limit, 1 in fire, 5 disc. It already is good, and then I get advisor cost and morale and
Well, yeah.
goods produced.
PRC ideas are basically bad Russian ideas.
No, because you have the 15%.
Like the only reason
shock.
I'd form PRC is for the missions, but
And
Spielberg's kind of hard locking those out because the missions are kind of rough to take. I need all the like police gang stuff
Yeah.
to do them.
to be fair, the 20% reinforced cost, it can be a lot of money in late game war. Like reinforcement really costs a lot. But
Definitely
yeah,
not a bad idea set. Zhejiang just has a really good
yeah,
one.
yeah. The
Yeah.
jung is still better, yes. The 15% shock damage received is like Racids, it's really strong. But
It doesn't matter. You can form PRC with Tech 10, and that the point in time like shock damage is still like better than fire, but not better than margins.
yeah.
You have a Tech 3, Tech 4.
But in the meta, having 30% manpower recovery speed plus 30% national manpower modifier, especially with quantity, like it can really skyrocket a lot.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the best idea sets in the game. It's just there's better ones right nearby,
Yeah.
which is rough.
Yeah.
I
And
rate
then
typing
the
a
missions-
bit
Yeah,
more.
typing are better because
You need a lot.
that's a
of
big
things.
difference between 1.2x and 1.30. Like previously, you had to have force limit, lots of force limit because you wanted
You
to
still
run.
do, arguably,
Yeah,
because
but now it's just a question like
yeah, and with
how
merch
much
scaling up
eco do you
dev,
need to support your manpower? Because if you can't support your manpower with your eco, because your manpower is so low that you have way more money than your manpower, or you have way too much manpower for no eco, like you're screwed either way. So force limit is just an eco modifier at the end of the day.
But
and
the
you
thing
don't
is
need
that
mercs.
if you form PRC, you need to kill Spielberg for the missions. Like the missions.
yeah,
can
or
can
well,
be
you only
fast.
need you only need to own the land. You don't need cores, so we can do what we did with Nanjing, where it's like I take it for a bit and then hand it back.
Yeah.
If we were cooperating with that, but it's just like it's such a annoying thing to do. That's like
Like it's interesting, but it's a mission tree that is made for solo player rather than multiplayer.
I don't like PSC. Also, you're a peasant republic, so you don't have nobles.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'd be going dictatorship into theocracy as fast
And you
as
cannot-
possible.
Yeah, you cannot switch out of it, which is a pain.
No, you want to go to.
Do you still get the dictatorship stuff? With
Yes.
Okay, so you can still switch back to monarchy, but PRC monarchy is a little bit
Yeah.
disgusting.
The People Republic of China, which is an empire rank monarchy.
Yes. Well, that's Xi Jinping. We are talking about Xi Jinping. Yes. The empire. of the
There was
party.
one question from Greyx.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's in voice channel, or was it Bacentic? I can't remember.
They pinged way too much, so I don't listen to what they say anyway.
Bacentic ask, tech you, tech me. By the way, a side question. Can you guys explain to me how almost all of Europe, except Sweden and somewhat Spain, are so perfectly fine despite fighting for the last 40 years? Is it 1.30 or did no one really commit?
Both actually. So there are things in 130 that makes the war way easier. If you look at my nation, for example, just with where is it? This one, like increased levies, you have plus 42 national manpower modifier. So manpower is way less of an issue than before, and economy is the real problem way before the manpower, especially since the mercs also have their own manpower bank, and these manpower banks are quite big, so you can send a lot of bodies to die, and the question is how much are you willing to go into the red economically. And the wars that we have done in Europe at the moment are still they are not total krigs, like they are still quite civilized. We go 10 or 20 over force limit, 30 max, but we don't go like the Japanese 200 over force limit. it's madness, and we don't do it because when you do it, you kill your nation. Even if you kill the enemy, you kill your nation as well. So there is no point in that. And so that's the reason why. And we also fight 4v4 and not 1v2 or 2v2 like the Japanese or the Manchu. So when someone is taking a little bit too much on the head, others can step in and let him recover and lick his wounds a little bit, which makes big wars, very big wars, basically.
It's like easier to manage manpower in 1.30, also with money.
Yeah.
Because with selling Crownland, you.
Well, mercenaries are just much more prevalent, with mercenaries being based off percentage of dev rather than percentage of force limit.
Fuck, Bob.
You will generally always just have more mercenaries than your force limit. So
Bob took over in the losses. France is first with 2.1 million, and then Bob and I are at 128 and 129, and he just took the second place from me.
How much do I have? Like 200k? 300k? I don't know. It's kinda low.
500. 520.
Oh. Kinda surprised.
Nearly 200 from attrition. So only.
I know. I was sitting with 40k at the crossing.
There are a lot of jungles and stuff like that. So and India is annoying with the monsoon and stuff. So I can understand.
I lost 170k in battle against Khmer Malacca Ind.
Yeah.
So I'm checking that battle that's about to happen on the mountain fort in Korea.
You crushed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less than 6,000 lost, and they lose like 13,000 straight up a 2-1.
And 2 months later they go bankrupt.
20% discipline. It's just like.
Like, as stupid as it sounds, he should never uncon. Because although it makes sense to uncon, because you would can recover sooner, you just take all of his island and take Korea in the next war.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. I'm wondering if between the war goal and his capital, I get very close to one. 'Cause,
Yeah, but you
like,
can't
I'm gonna-
step it. You can't step it for land you don't control.
Actually,
You can't take islands.
Well, no. If I get 100%, he has to accept any peace deal for occupied land.
Oh yeah, 99.
j-
Yeah.
just
That's
let.
what I'm saying. I wonder. What's the command to occupy again?
Oh, I don't have no idea. I have no idea.
I don't know. Just tag and uncon to the other, and then tag back.
Control.
no, I
thank
don't
you.
want to
Cardiac.
uncon. Because if you uncon, then you get 100%.
Yeah.
But that's not what you want to do.
Actually, you should just break the alliance with Manchu, let him take his land, and then feast on his body as well. He's a Walking Dead. Like Manchu is dead as well.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I'm kind of wanting to respect him, leave him alive, but at the same time, like, he just can't do anything. His
Yeah.
nation is dysfunctional.
The only person he can fight is Genoa. Like, I really want to see them doing a 1v1 in the tundra, like with their stupid little stacks that cannot do anything. That would be so fun. Well, the Manchu will win. But
I don't know who would win against Chino against Manchu.
yeah, Manchu will win.
Both nations feel like absolute burning shit show. But Manchu is a more burning shit show, but he has better troops.
Manchu has full quality and horde ideas, and
Because the Allies in the war occupying all of Korea and the island of Kyushu gets me to 64. I'm sorry, yeah, 64%. Of course.
And if you peace out Japan?
Well, I'm thinking peace out Malaya makes the most sense.
Oh yeah.
Out Japan, like Malaya may see the cards on the wall because his army can't save him. Like his fleet can protect them,
Gosh, I'm hungry.
but his army's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Let's check his troop quality real quick. So he has 3.6 morale, so even lower than Japan's. He only has 16k raids, so he doesn't even have an army,
He went
and he has no
bankrupt.
discipline.
He went bankrupt 3 years ago. He
But-
just lost a major war against GP. I know the GP comes knocking in 15 years. there's nothing to gain out of that war. He should.
Yeah, like he can't say.
Realistically speaking,
If anything, he should want me to win because it
Yeah.
means GB can't take it.
Also, he can attack Japan and take it himself.
But yeah, you have a
His
point.
army's currently stationed in Japan, interestingly enough, but if I yes man and amount the war real quick.
You have a point, Byzantic. Like people are not taking, barely taking loans, but like France lost 2 million men in 4 big wars by just taking, I think, total 7 loans, because yeah, you have a lot of manpower and just it's cheap. Like
Selling crown land gives
yeah,
you.
you have so much
if you-
easy cash.
Percentage. The math is quite simple. If you're in H1, H0, that's Age of Discovery,
Yeah, and the burger loans.
and
yeah.
you're at 0 crown land, and every 5 years you sell land at 0 crown land, you basically increase your income by 50%. So, with the
The caveat there though is you have to balance the autonomy loss because the autonomy loss can really screw up your nation.
you want to be at 5.
Yeah, but
and
once
then
you
def it
have
up to 10,
some
whatever.
nice
But
bonuses,
basically, you increase in the first age your income by 40% each year. And then in the second age, it's like a little bit less, 30, 20, and whatever. I don't know the exact formula.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it gets me 2 manufactories at the moment, or 3 manufactories every time I sell crown land, which is nice.
I want to get crown land to give everything the nobles, but the money is so. You can just jump to the date.
Yeah, I think
Humanoid.
it's about what 1570, 1580. that
Humanoid.
launch-
Yeah.
Well, actually, considering it's
pause,
5% every what 5 years.
pause, open console commands. Oh, you're already there.
It's actually if it's 5% every 5 years, it actually is about now.
You
when
can
I need
write
to-
date, year, point, month, point, day.
yeah, it takes longer. Point. So I want to go to 08
No. Date. Delete the point. No.
date.
Delete the date. Space.
Yeah.
Year.
So yeah, the year. Okay. So
Yeah.
15.
No, not year. The year you want to jump,
Yeah.
like 1559. Then no point. Point or no 1559.
Yeah.
Point 01.
There
Point
is a
01.
delay. Point
Yeah.
01.
That's the 1st of January.
Okay.
1559. No, you
What?
you
Oh.
crashed the game. Stop. You got a space in.
Okay, well, no problem. But I so basically each time I sell it, I make 900 1k every 5 years. And the thing is that
I'm molding.
even at 5% crown land, I am at 0 autonomy everywhere because I just like lose more. Oh, I bank. Why did my nation bankrupt? The fuck?
Because it's the 1st of January.
Oh yeah, of the first year, yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the. Just load the save and. I wrote it in the chat.
Okay. I'm not good with code. Like it's complicated for my small potato brain.
But considering the effort it would take to form Japan, though, I might just not because I'd want to go theocracy soon.
No, it's the
Very-
1st of January.
So yeah, I make 1.1k. I go back there. I am at plus 0.20 autonomy change, but if you look at my autonomy, it's still going down. So I have a average autonomy. in a
Don't
nation of,
unpause.
0.
Don't unpause. If you unpause, like generally speaking, if you want to check stuff, first thing first,
Kill
turn
it
off
out.
AI, and then do the stuff. Because after month tick, everything is screwed.
Yeah, but it's no fun.
Yeah, in a way, if Shimazu's bankrupting, if Majapahit's fleet does not defend, there is the cheesy thing of where I
AI
can-
already
I
fucked
can-
with the nations.
I can cross to Shikoku, guaranteed, because Japan can't split his navy. He needs his entire navy to fight my navy at once to block.
You can
Oh
just
wait, no, he can. He just needs one ship. Why am I lying? I'm
Like,
lying.
I
You can't
started
just ask.
I started
can't just-
making money like 20 years ago, and I still have all my workshops done and barracks done just by selling crown land, basically. So, like, you have a lot of manpower because all your land has the plus 50 local manpower modifier really quick. You have the plus 40 in the increased levies, and you have the mercs that have their own manpower pool. So you have as many bodies as you want. It's irrelevant. The only thing is money, and you can have a lot of money quite easily. So if you manage well your estates, basically the early wars are quite easy. Like it's based on quality. If one side can really push the other or have twice as many
Hero
bodies,
attack.
it will work. But otherwise, it's a stalemate that can go forever. I think I will stop now because it's quite late already. We've been talking for 3 hours. So yeah. And thanks, Valten, but no, that's not how it happened. Okay, see ya, guys.
Have a good evening.
See ya.